man. I had the recycle. Thanks.
And we're up.
That prosecutor Jeffrey Berman was overseeing inquiries into some of President Trump's associates. 12 states reported record new coronavirus case numbers over the weekend. New York City enters the second phase of reopening. Offices and retail stores. This is ABC News. Controversy in Israel over a key part of President Trump's peace plan. ABC's Jordana Miller has details from Jerusalem.
As the controversy intensifies over Israeli West Bank annexation plans, old questions resurfacing about Benjamin Netanyahu's commitment to a Palestinian state, what is an essential part of President Trump's peace plan.
Hello there, Doc.
Netanyahu openly vows to never establish a Palestinian state, telling supporters it won't even be part of any.
You golf over the weekend, Doc?
Sure did. Netanyahu's ambassador.
Hope you kicked some ass. I hope you kicked some ass.
No, I actually played.
Marky Mark.
There was a father-son tournament.
Mark? Okay, good. Where are you at? You're back in Franktown?
No, fuck no. We're in Granby.
Okay. Oh, okay. You were back to Granby. You must like that place.
Yeah, we left Utah Friday, and then we got into Granby. I'm sorry, Saturday, and then we got into Granby Saturday afternoon. And we've been here, and then Thursday we head over to Breck.
Are you staying in the wagons?
No, but that's where we're at, that same place, yeah.
Yeah.
Internet looks pretty good here. I don't have to use my
Mark,
phone.
tell Mark. I'm gonna have to give my car to service when they get here. So okay, you'll just take a segment or so. Okay, good.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
They came out and grabbed mine all the way in Franktown, took it back, did the oil change, wiper blades, air filter, all that shit, man. I love that shit being included for the first $36,000.
Oh, for your RV?
No, fuck, that would even be nice. No, for the Genesis.
Oh. By the way, we're up.
Guys.
Oh, you were a little broken there.
You know, I'm pretty sure everybody is going to end up with it. I mean, like, virtually fucking everybody.
Oh. Did you guys go get tested? Or you're going to test when you get back, huh?
Go to where?
Are you going to go?
On Monday, next Monday a week.
Very good. Yeah, I'm going for a physical
Are
on.
you bringing him with you?
Yeah, and I'm not going to take him to walk over there.
No.
No, I don't think so, because I still know where to leave him while I go in. Okay, to leave the door open? No. He comes to come in, buddy.
I was telling Tom I got my physical on Wednesday, and it'll be the first time I've ever had a woman doctor.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've had my Kaiser doc for the past few years has been a woman.
And you get a physical every year?
You know what? Yeah, she's fat. That's the weird part about her. She's nice as hell, but she's fucking fat, man.
It's not fat, it's large.
It's like having a doc. I don't mean just a little overweight. She's fucking fat.
Oh, really? Yeah. And you're telling me this?
And it's like if she smokes or something.
Oh,
isn't that just weird when a doctor's out of shape?
Oh my gosh, yes, it is. It is weird nowadays. You don't expect it.
Well, I really wouldn't want a doctor who smoked.
I had a cardiologist once. I saw a cardiologist once and he smoked.
Wow.
Really?
That's fucking insane.
Oh, it was like 10, like years and years ago when I was younger. And I said, this is before it was a big deal, I thought. But I said, what are you, nuts?
Oh, I just like it too much. That's what they're commenting. I just like it too much. And then a cardiologist, man, well, all you got to do is go live with someone who's went through lung cancer. So are you guys doing anything up there? Is it more crowded than it was last time at Granby?
Yeah, up here, yeah, it is. What have we done here? Really, the only day we were here all day was yesterday. we started driving into Winter Park, but a horrible sleet storm came, man. It hurt like hell. I forgot how hard, rain and hail feels on a motorcycle.
Oh,
man.
God.
So we turned around, we hit a little brewery right here, which is no good. We don't like it at all, man.
Oh, okay.
And then we walked either 3 or 4 miles yesterday with Nico. Dude, he loves swimming. I can take the tennis ball, throw it as far into any body of water you can possibly throw it. And this fucking dog will swim out, grab it, and bring it back and ready to go again. Yeah, send Dan a video of it.
Did he?
It's crazy. I've never seen a dog that loves the water so much.
Does he?
Genius.
He's a genius. Can you throw it up in the air and he'll catch it?
No, but when it bounces...
We're on.
Okay, hey, we got a mute.
We're on. Welcome to the show, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. How you doing? How can we help you? What can we do to make your life easier? We do it every day. We love doing this. Thank you so much. Let's kick some butt, take some names, do what it takes to make your life a little easier. On Sleaze Brigade, we have relatively new members on Sleaze Brigade. I love going through this. SleazeBrigade.com. This DJ strikes a bad note with consumer. Avoid this creep. And that's about Katie hired Aaron James, a.k.a. the DJ Syndicate. He's out of Aurora. Okay, she hired him back in December. And here's the problem. She put down $500. And then the guy never performed. He said he didn't feel comfortable. Well, okay, give the money back. His own contract says this agreement to perform shall be excused by accidents, riots, strikes, even has epidemics, acts of God, force majeure, and any legitimate condition beyond our control. But then it says if such circumstances arise, all reasonable efforts will be made by DJS, that's DJ Syndicate, to find comparable replacement, or all the fees will be refunded. Now, here's the deal. Why is this happening with this epidemic? People are just keeping money and not doing jobs. I know people are hurting, but this is ridiculous. And that's the latest in a line of liars and cheaters. Another one was Jesse John Francis Clark with Copper Stallion Media, lower than scum. This is the guy that was supposed to perform that wedding. We talked to the groom. Anyway, his bride-to-be was killed in a car accident. So what happens? He gets to with all the vendors, and they say, oh, my God, we're so sorry. Here's your money back. Here's the thing. This Copper Stallion Media refuses. Not only that, they were pissed. They were pissed that he put up a bad review. And by the way, this guy, Jesse J. Clark, was so bad that he was ordered to be hospitalized in a mental facility for cheating so many people back in 2013. So what he did, listen to this, he posted something about the couple. He was so pissed on the day of the wedding. That would have been the wedding. He posted, today would have been the day where we would have filmed Justice and Alexis' wedding in Colorado Springs. After what Justin pulled with the media stunt, he's just talking about reviews, and try to shake us down for a refund. We hope you sob and cry all day long on what would have been your wedding date. Now that's what, plus the guy took out a special website in the name of
that guy's a sociopath, in my opinion.
Oh my God, it was terrible. Anyway, so Sleaze Brigade is a place where we highlight scumbags like this. David Paul Perez, getting away with crime for years. Back in 2015, 7 News warned us about this clown. Homeowner said they paid him and never got anything, and then he's at it again. Perez has been arrested in the past for felony check fraud, theft from the elderly, and theft from at-risk adults. He's back. Beware of this guy. and anyone who wants to hire him. He takes money and he doesn't do anything. By the way, one of the guys we did this on was sent to prison, Jesse James Bach. Then we have David Anders, who he's a liar and a thief. This sack of doo-doo took $68,000 from a woman who disappeared. And this guy was, he was some kind of, what did he do? Homeowner. She wanted to have him do some work, and let's see, they signed a contract with Anders Construction in 2017. We've been after him all this time. So here's the deal. These people are bad news. And remember sleazy Jim Weiss, in Bennett, one of the most ingenious auto repair facilities I've ever heard about. When I say ingenious,
hell of a business plan.
The business plan is this: he takes your car, he takes it apart, and he promises to fix it, and you give him like $5,000 or $6,000 down. Then he doesn't do anything. You're so desperate for your car, you beg him for it, and he says, "Well, I'll tell you what. I'll let you come in and get the car, but you got to pay for storage." Now he's done this so many times. So wait a minute. So now they put down $5,000 or $6,000, right? And then listen to this. He negotiates with them to get their car back, and he says, "I'll tell you what. I'm going to give you a break. You only have to pay $1,500 or $2,000." These people pay $2,000, then start thanking him for it. I mean, that's a business plan. And then this guy named Patrick. There's another guy, Patrick Alexander Crossman of Accurate Cut Construction and Accurate Cut Landscaping, is a convicted sex offender currently in dispute with many clients due to his shoddy work. This guy, man, he never does the work. I'm telling you, it's amazing to me. We try to tell people over and over and over about these. If you go to sleazebrigade.com, you'll find the worst of the worst. If you have a problem, question, or complaint, you can call us at 303-713-TALK when we're on the air. You can also call us when at 303-MARTINO 24/7, no matter when you're listening. And, what we do is we try to shut down these scams, if you know of any scams, or we let you just tell us about a bad experience, or, of course, you can always tell us about good experiences. So what we do is keep track of these. Now, there's a guy calling now. Now, there's several phone scams going on right now. The most popular one is the one that they say they're from Excel Energy. And what they say is you owe money and your power is going to be cut off. They never, first of all, legit Excel never calls to say we're going to turn off your power this afternoon, you got to pay us. And they never take gift cards for payment. Why people think you can go out and get iTunes cards and other cards, give people the number over the phone, and this is how businesses do business, why would you ever fall for that? It's amazing to me how people fall for this crap. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Listen, we have, again, the wherewithal to kind of fight this stuff. This is the only show everywhere that does that kind of stuff. And by the way, I'm going to talk about some other very useful stuff. Like, we always hear about certain home improvements, and we assume you know how and why you should do certain things. You've heard me talk about a whole house fan, and you've heard me talk about an attic fan. What's the difference? Because I think people are getting confused, and we're going to go over that. That's one of the topics today. And I would like to know, now here's the thing. This show is not political, but I am getting so tired. I am really tired of the media trying to scare the hell out of us. It's just amazing. And have you noticed lately that the darling of darlings, Jane Pauley on CBS interviewing the governor, was it governor? No, I'm sorry, Mayor Cuomo. No, Governor Cuomo. I'm sorry, Governor Cuomo in New York was probably so, I mean, this woman was falling over herself to compliment the guy. I mean, it's amazing to me how obviously biased these people are. Governor Andrew Cuomo, it was almost like she was flirting with him. But listen to this. Here was a question asked on CBS of Apple president Tim Cook. You believe, I'm not quoting it exactly, but it was something like, you believe in social responsibility and you believe in being a good corporate citizen. How can you reconcile that with not wanting to pay higher corporate tax? Now, did you hear that? That was the question. How do you meaning, how can you reconcile that with not wanting to pay more taxes? Why wouldn't you want to pay more taxes? In other words, he's saying you're not a good corporate citizen unless you want to pay higher taxes. The way the question was posed was almost no way to get around, no way to get a good answer. And Tim said, from Apple, Mr. Cook said, we pay what we owe. And then the guy starts laughing and said, well, yeah, that's what they say, but what this idiot at CBS or some of these journalists don't know, the less tax a corporation pays, the more they decrease their profit, the more that money is being spent in the economy. Usually, what do you think the number one cost to them is? Wages. Wages, including regular workers, also compensated corporate officers. And while you think they're evil bastards, let me explain why that's not a bad thing for corporations. And the next thing are dividends. So, dividends, by the way, corporations don't make money on the stock market when their stock goes up and down. Now, insider people that own stock, their value goes up and down, but they don't make direct money at that point. But let me explain this. If a corporation pays zero tax, usually it's because they spent the money on corporate improvements, meaning capital investments. And who makes those capital investments? Not billionaires, regular workers. They also pay wages, and wage earners pay higher taxes than corporations anyway. That's just the way the law is. Corporate tax rates lower. And then corporate executives pay tax. So what I'm saying is corporations that shed money actually put more money into the economy than if they paid tax. I know it's hard to believe because facts are hard to reconcile when you are hell-bent on proving a certain scenario or narrative. But the way the question was asked was just in and of itself biased, and I want to know if people give a damn about it. Do you ever listen to the news? And I'm not talking about bias toward one or the other. I'm talking about just plain bias. Are you sick and tired of getting a slanted point of view? The other thing, another question was asked. This blew my mind. No matter what you think of the president, but this blew my mind. And it was this. They were talking to him and said, to Tim Cook again, and said, you have an anti-racist policy and you're socially responsible and you believe in equality, and yet that seems to fly in the face or be in conflict with your relationship with President Trump.
Got a break soon.
Isn't that kind of weird? Because you meet with President Trump, meaning that he's just the opposite. Anyway, all I'm asking is this, okay? We don't try to convince you of any policies, whatever. Do you love I want to know where you get your news. And I want to know if you trust where you get your news. I'm serious about it. Do you trust where you get your news? Also, again, we're going to have some really solid consumer advice for Around the House today. Today is Around the House Day. And it's really important stuff because it's stuff we always assume we know, and we don't really know. Two things I'm going to cover. One will be an Attic fan versus a Whole House fan, and more. All you have to do, if you have a problem, question, or complaint, or you want to sound off, is call us at 303-713-TALK. 303-713-8255.
About ideal home loans for your next ideal home loan. No two loans are the same.
Hey.
People write that loan.
I think we were talking on air for a minute.
That kid Devin got all his paperwork. Remember the one who couldn't get a title?
Oh, yeah. I thought you said, yep, so you were going to wait to give the updates.
He called me on Friday. He got all his paperwork, everything is cool.
Gotcha. I want to go over that.
Okay. He was really thankful.
Let's talk about criminal defense. It's something we don't like to talk about, but you know, if anything, we've learned over the last few weeks and months is that anything can happen at any time when it comes to social unrest, when it comes to the police, when it comes to being accused of a crime, any crime. It's not a good day. DUIs are up, unfortunately. Shoplifting is up, unfortunately. Assault is up, crime is up, people are frustrated. If you need a criminal defense attorney, I'm not here to judge you, but our system of justice calls for defense. And I recommend Joseph A. Lazzara. I've known him for more than 30 years. You can reach him at 303-429-6200. By the way, with the DUI, you have two things going on. A civil case and a criminal case. One against your license and one against you. So you need to know the deadlines, the hearings, and how to deal with them. Don't ever try to do it alone. LazzaraLegal.com, L-A-Z-Z-A-R-A, Lazzara, 2 Z's and 1 R, LazzaraLegal.com. You can also find Joe Lazzara on my referral list, referralist.com, 303-429-6200. All right, carpets, we want them clean. They are the biggest air filter in your home. You may not think of them as an air filter, but air goes through, everything drops to the carpet, and you need to keep carpets clean. Steam Pro's special offer is 3 rooms for $89 with super steam water, superheated water to 230 degrees, and it kills everything in its path naturally. Germs and pathogens, viruses, bacteria. Here's the deal. They use 100% green products too. So you can get your carpet clean and disinfected along with upholstery, tiles, countertops, and showers. Remember, for the home, 3 rooms, $89. Steam Pro, locally owned and operated, and you can trust them. Been in business 33 years. 303-795-2222. 795-2222. SteamProInc.com.
If you're a midlife and feeling sluggish, weak in your workouts, have a lower libido, and just don't have the energy you used to have, it's quite possible that you have low testosterone.
Yes.
This is Jeff for the Rocky.
Boy, I just talked to this lady. Her son just died after having implants, teeth implants.
Well, say that again.
She had his son had teeth implants, and he died 4 days afterwards. Wow.
Oh man.
I know it.
What kind of implants?
Her front teeth implants. Kind of like what?
And she died?
He died. Yeah.
Was it done in Mexico?
No, Arizona.
God.
Wow.
Yeah.
What'd you think about that faucet install for $6 bills? Wow.
The what?
No, 521.
What did she say? He
We
said
should
Faucet.
what about
open
it?
up a goddamn place.
Said it took an hour.
We could have done that at half price and made a shitload of money.
Yeah.
On what?
To who?
Client, $521
For a faucet?
for faucet, but it was their faucet. The consumer's faucet. Yeah. Are you going to send that to him?
Send what to who?
That email to I don't know anybody over there.
To who?
Applewood.
Oh, Paula. Yeah, I can send that to Paula. Yes.
Yeah. And like I said, I told him, I said, we don't really give him a price.
I'm sorry, I thought you did. So send me what you sent me before because I deleted it.
Oh, okay. What you delete? What you don't
And
say?
I'm already handling the Raleigh House one.
Okay, great.
It looks like he's double checking the owner, Eric, but it looks like they already refunded him.
Okay. Back up. Mark.
They stock the top-rated brands you need, offer curbside loading, and can even deliver right to the job site. Service like that is why Lowe's is the new home for pros.
Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Let's talk. What's on your mind? Mark, what is the stock market doing? Mark?
You're catching me off guard there.
I'm sorry.
I don't know what it's doing today.
You didn't check it today. Usually
no, I didn't, man.
And
I'm to the point where most of my stuff I've got parked. I'm not really going to mess with it.
Yeah, and right now, where the economy is opening up, people are saying they can't make it. Restaurants say they can't wait. What I mean is, even though they're open, the volumes they're seeing now, because they have to space people out, it's not enough to pay their expenses. And it's almost as bad as being shut down. Not quite as bad, but almost as bad.
It's up 112.
Yeah, you slowly bleed
and they don't know what they're going to do. And that's the problem, that people do not know what they're going to do.
I've been given a lot of I think COVID in general is going to pretty much affect everybody.
Yes.
And maybe it is time just to reopen and get it and keep going or do whatever, because I agree with you. Too many businesses are going to be killed. They're
for sure.
Die.
Deputy Doc, the guy got his registration. He bought a car. He couldn't get a he couldn't get his title.
Right.
And you just heard from him today.
It was a branded. It was sold.
It was a salvage vehicle.
It was
and he knew it was salvage.
Right.
But he couldn't even get the salvage vehicle.
Right. Make a long story short, we called up Denver Auto Outlet. These guys were great.
Okay.
I called them one time.
Well, they reacted great.
They took care of the problem.
Good.
I spoke to Devin on Friday. He's got his plates, and everything is copacetic.
Good. So we were able to help Devin. If you need help, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Okay. So let's talk. A whole house fan, an attic fan. Two completely separate things. First and foremost, do you need both? No, you don't need both. But I would have both. If you only had to have one, I would have a whole house fan first. But only if the attic was properly vented. Let me explain why. A whole house fan is in the top floor of a home. It takes cooler air from the lower parts of the house and destratifies the air, destratifies it. What means is it pulls the cooler air up and it sucks out the hotter air. The hotter air that's on top gets sucked out, cooler air gets pulled in, and it evens out the temperature in the home. For 2 and 3 homes with basements or crawl spaces, either one, walkouts, crawl spaces, or with full basements like underground, it's wonderful, and it can literally cut down the use of air conditioning because of this cooler air. If you run it in the morning and the evening, on some days you can run it in the middle of the day if you get a cool time, or if your basement is cooler than the rest of your house, you get home, you want to start your air, but you want to first turn on the whole house fan to exhaust all that hot air, bring cooler air in, then you turn your air on. But let me explain something. It's vented into the attic. A whole house fan is on the top floor of your home, and it sucks the air out into the attic, and this fan sucks it out and pressurizes the attic, meaning all that air is being pumped into the attic. If your attic is vented properly, it'll push all that hot air out of your attic. It's a good thing if your attic is vented properly. And for that, you need a good roofer to make sure. A lot of people don't have properly vented roofs. It can cause premature wear of their roof. It can also cause their HVAC system to work harder. So, you need proper venting of an attic, not necessarily an attic fan, but proper venting. So if I had to pick one, I would pick a whole house fan because it helps me save money with air conditioning. And it will make my attic cooler just by pressurizing it and pushing all the hot air out if the attic is vented properly. All attics have to be vented, not just ones with whole house fans. Now, what is an attic fan? We'll talk about that coming up. An attic fan is distinctly different than a whole house fan. Now, if you had both, it would be ideal. But if you're only going to pick one, I would pick a whole house fan if the attic is properly vented. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255 is our number. If you have any questions, we'll go over what the attic fan does right after this.
We're 1 minute till Mile High State Art of Granite. Tom, I think we might be having some trouble with the phones. We're trying to get that reset.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Brown at 2, 630 KHOW, Denver. Now, impact traffic.
This report is sponsored by Allstate.
Travel across the metro area freeway system in really good shape right now. No stalls, no accidents, really no major delays in the drive across town. Down south, got some construction clogging up the drive on northbound I-25 just past Wolfsonburg.
Yeah,
And I'm going to put you on hold for a minute.
Okay.
Just watch out for delays.
I do got to say, Mark, every time I've dealt with Mark at Genesis, he's just been so good.
He's
so
a good
good.
guy.
Oh, he is a good guy. So good. I mean, he just takes care of it. And very fair.
Deputy Doc,
Yes, sir.
golfing was good.
Yeah, it was great. It was a perfect day yesterday. It was overcast, no wind. It was just beautiful.
Actually, that can be bad because a lot of people go out and they won't put sunscreen on and they get burnt.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
For you. And if they live in your community, you can always count on them to be there when you need them.
So you won a little extra cash? You kicked some ass?
No, it was a parent-child tournament.
Oh, okay.
So my son actually had a root for
MileHighEstatePlanning.com is the website. Blake Harris is the attorney. I'll be giving you a number in just a minute here. But MileHighEstatePlanning.com for wills and trusts, for living wills or directives, they call them, while you're alive, medical directives mostly, and trust if you need them. Here's the thing. Everyone needs some form of estate planning. If you have, let's say, any equity and estate worth $100,000 or more, it helps you protect, first of all, your assets. And you know, those of the population in like that $100,000 to $500,000 range are more vulnerable than rich people. Protect your legacy, your heirs, your assets, and to make sure things get distributed as you like, or if you're dealing with probate now or someone died, you don't know what to do, MileHighEstatePlanning.com. Blake Harris, our expert, 720-924-6171. Another thing that you really need to be mindful of these days is getting your house done the right way quickly from people who are honest. TheArtOfGranite.com is a direct stone importer of granite and now, of course, popular quartz and other natural stone. He always charges wholesale for materials. He does the bathroom free when you have the kitchen done. He tears out hallways free, and he will give you a price on the phone and get you counters in 2 weeks from the time you select them. 303-386-5919, 386-5919, theartofgranite.com.
Dan Chikini, done right kitchens and...
Also, I don't know why, but they put a master rear and a fix it in the same brake mix. Right?
Can't do it.
That's successful.
Yeah, I'll move when I'm...
Or drhi.com.
If you own investment real estate, you ought to learn about 1031 exchanges and a special opportunity called the Delaware Statutory Trust, or DST.
Are they having phone issues or just can't no callers?
Phone issues.
Okay.
And hosted the 1031 show. Maybe you've done really well investing in real estate, but now you feel trapped with your investments, fearful of paying high capital gains taxes if you sell. Don't let taxes hurt you. A DST could help you turn capital gain liabilities into an income-generating diverse portfolio. Lose the role of property owner and take on the role of real estate investor. To learn more, call 303-GET-1031. That's 303-438-1031.
Are you there, Mark?
303-438-1031. Advisory services provided through AEA.
Yeah, I'm here.
Wow.
Securities provided through Madison Avenue Securities.
He is such a Debbie Downer.
Who's that?
Como.
Oh.
He takes every opportunity to slam Trump. Every opportunity.
Which Como? The governor or
yeah. Well, both of them, but the governor.
You know, people think because the media say, oh, look how good he's been doing. And he does. He's a good talker. But he screwed up a lot of things, boy. I don't care if they are the most populated city, you know, New York City. With him and de Blasio and stuff, they got a lot of blood on their hands. De Blasio, I'll bet you, there's no way he's going to run again, de Blasio. No way. Everybody hates him. Everybody. Well, they say that everything is up. I was listening to O'Reilly on his update. Murders are up 79% in the last month in New York City.
Metro Construction is offering virtual and touch-free residential and commercial roofing, solar, and siding quotes.
There was 108 shootings, I think, in Chicago over the weekend. Is that? I mean, and I think a lot of it is like say it's people are getting just to try to be cooped up. People go stir crazy.
We're going to do it like this. Every week we'll be coming to you talking about the next episode of the show. Well, hopefully you'll watch it along with us.
What are you guys going to do in Breck?
We love Breck, man. We'll fish here, by the way, probably tomorrow. They've got great ponds. Suzanne actually caught a fish here last time. I didn't catch it. In Breck, we found a swimming hole kind of up in the hills that's fucking great. Every time you toss in, you pull one in. It's one of those deals. It's fucking great. So we'll go fishing, hiking, and then they have one of our favorite breweries in the world is about 4 miles round trip. So we'll probably walk to that with the mud, you know, each day and shit too. Breck's beautiful, man.
Right.
And then all the restaurants. We've been eating mostly in the RV. We'll hit some restaurants.
Do you, when you go up there to Breck and stuff, you ever rent a mountain bike and take it down? You'll get taken up there and then
Tom
ride it
Martino
down.
here. I should mention we're having some issues. We're having some issues with the phones. If you're trying to call in, 303-713-TALK. Be patient. We're rebooting the system. 303-713-8255. And as we were talking about, ventilation of the house is your first step toward a more energy efficient house. And as I said, a whole house fan is just what it means, a whole house fan. It sucks air from the bottom to the top. It pushes out through the attic. And if the attic is properly ventilated, it'll push all that hot air out of the attic. And that's a good thing to have. However, it's not a bad idea to have an attic fan as well. Now, an attic fan is different than a whole house fan. An attic fan works just on the attic. But think about this. If your roof is not properly vented, you still need that too, even with an attic fan. So no matter what, you start with a properly ventilated attic. Jay Bretz at Excel Roofing puts a big emphasis on this. Ridge venting or more pipe venting throughout the roof. He wants to make sure you have eaves that are vented, and then at the top of the roof, an exhaust vent. So it comes in from the bottom, goes out at the top. Now, in addition to that, so when you have a properly vented attic, your attic is not overheated, and as a result, your air conditioning works better. And in the winter, of course, it doesn't hurt you because you're insulated. But here's the deal. If you have an attic fan is something that sits on the roof and sucks hot air out of the attic. It does nothing for your home. It just works on the attic space. Okay? It's in addition to proper venting. And an attic fan, I like the idea of attic fans. I like the new solar-powered ones. They don't have to be wired to the house, and they turn on and off as they need with a thermostat or a sensor. And some are low-powered and just run all the time. But those two things work in conjunction with each other to make your home more comfortable. I remember one time I could not get my house cool at all with two giant air conditioning zones. And it was because my attic was not properly vented. A guy came out, this was years and years ago, and put a ridge vent on my house along the. That's where the peaks are. The two sides of the roof come together for your peak. They cut a hole in that. Basically, the top sharp part is taken off and it's vented, and then flashing is put over it so rain and stuff doesn't get in there. It's a ridge vent. It's along the entire ridge of the roof, and it was so wonderful. It immediately improved our air conditioner. So that's the difference between a whole house fan, which, by the way, QC of Colorado, QCcolorado.com does, and an attic fan. And attic fans, any good roofer will have those. Jay Brett's has that one that's wireless, and it's also solar powered. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. By the way, I'm not sure if the phones are back up again, but if you're trying to get in and you can't, just know we're having a few problems. And the economy, here's what a lot of people are saying. No matter what we did, the economy was going to be affected by COVID. No matter what. Whether the shutdown affected it, of course, a great deal. But even if we didn't have that complete shutdown, we were going to have ramifications from the COVID because of the lack of volumes now. Places that depend on volume no longer will have that volume, that concentration of people. Because if you have less people seated in a restaurant, at a concert, at a show, you have less money. You have less people buying drinks, no matter how you look at it. And even if you try to get those people through there, you're not going to get them through there any quicker than they used to go through there. So those kinds of places are going to be hurt. So are nail salons, hair salons, all kinds of service businesses where people frequent, which is most business. In many cases, you're going to have some benefit to people that don't need to go into an office. You'll see people shedding square footage, but that's going to spell hell for landlords of these giant establishments. Kathleen, you want to talk about wage garnishments, I believe, or bank account garnishments. Garnishments, by the way, are basically attachments to any money you have, and they go in. It's an order that goes in and snags it based on what you owe, and it can only take a certain amount of wages, but other things it can take 100% of. Kathleen, explain your situation.
Okay, my situation is I am 74 years old, and I am going to court for an old bill, and I am on Social Security and retirement. And
now, what bill is it, Kathleen?
It's an old Walmart bill that's been sold to a collector.
And how old is the bill?
I think it's, I don't know how to find out. I think it's coming up upon 6 years, which I know is...
And that's why they want to get that judgment. In the state of Colorado, you only have 6 years to turn a debt into a judgment, or you can never get a judgment. However, you can still collect on it. It's just that people have to be tricked into paying, because if they don't pay, there's nothing you can do about it. And a lot of these collectors trick you into thinking that you're still in trouble, even though it's after 6 years. And what you might do mistakenly is make a payment, and then it starts the 6 years all over again. Now, on this Walmart bill, was it a credit card or something? I don't know why would you have a bill at Walmart? I thought Walmart, you go and you buy, you pay, right?
No, it was a credit card.
Probably a bad check.
No, it was a credit card, Mark.
No, it was a credit card.
Was it a credit card bill?
A Walmart credit card.
Okay, so tell me then, so they sold it, obviously, to get paid. They probably sold it for pennies on the dollar. And talk to me then. What can we do for you?
Well, I'm panicking. I put this off because I was so terrified, and now I have to go to court on Wednesday. I don't think any of my income is garnishable.
What kind of income do you have, dear? What kind of income?
Well, I have Social Security, and I have a pension from the city and county of Denver, and then I also get $300 for my grandson because I had a subsidized adoption, and I'm still raising him.
So who pays you that money?
I believe it's from the state of Colorado. I adopted him here.
Okay. I don't think any of that. I don't think they can attach any of those wages.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I can't.
Or compensation. However, listen, it's really important. It's really important.
Could be a big issue.
What's that, Mark?
The bank account, if that money is going into a bank account with mixed funds, they can still grab everything out of there.
Okay.
You better watch it.
This is a really important thing that Mark just said about mixed funds. And we can tell you how to avoid that. Hold on. We'll come right back to you and more right after this.
Here, fix it 24/7.
Tell your smart device to play 630 KHOW on iHeartRadio.
That's the only one this break, bro?
Yeah, I moved the master down to 12 o'clock hour.
Thanks.
Well, basically, she said she's just on Social Security and pension. They can't garnish either one, can they?
No, but
as long as she has the right.
When it accumulates in a bank.
And that's why she has to have an account that says that's her retirement, right? Yeah.
So you can do the show, basically.
Yeah. Why don't people pay their bills?
Eastbound I-70 at Fall River Road. We got the left lane blocked off on that stretch for road work once again today. We're back in town in the metro area. You're looking good across the highways in the Mile High City. The weather forecast going to be mostly sunny today, nice, with a 20% chance of afternoon thunderstorms today. And a high near 80. Right now, a few clouds above in Denver, and we're sitting at 66.
I heard there was a big party in Franktown, kind of close to your address, Mark.
Yes. Hey, going back to your question, we're looking at buying some e-bikes, man. They're getting huge. They're cool as shit.
Are you talking about the ones that are assist?
Yeah, you can do like 60, 70 miles
Fix
on them
it.
uphill.
24/7. That is the company you can call for help. 720-526-3939, whether it be plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, or drains. Let's face it. What do we want when we call someone? We want, first of all, the knowledge and experience to get it fixed. We want the honesty to do it the right way and not to make things up. We want integrity. We want value. These are the things Fix It brings to the table. I know the owner, George, and this is his culture. This is really important to know. For $39, you get one of their experts licensed, insured, background check to your home to find out what's wrong. And that's only $39 no matter how long it takes. And here's the big deal. If and when they find the problem, not if. When they find the problem, you'll be presented with a diagnosis and charged to fix. If you get it fixed, they don't charge the $39, so you end up not paying a call charge. But $39 is a good price for any kind of diagnostic and fee. That's 720-526-3939. 720-526-3939. FixMyHome.com.
Okay. Had to mute you there, Mark. What kind are you going to get, like a mountain bike, an e-bike? Because you can spend a lot of money on these darn things.
Yeah, we're not going to go crazy. I saw one that was 10 fucking grand. If you can believe that shit.
Mark, look at one called the Baby Maker.
We looked at that. That's funny you say that. I forget why.
It's really good. It's really good. And you can choose. What's that?
Do you have one?
No. I'm looking at them. Just before you said that, I've been looking at them because you can choose how much assistance you want.
This one here has you can take the battery off pretty easy. So you could have, I guess, a couple batteries.
Well, on the one
the brand I've been kind of leaning towards is called RAD.
Rad Runner?
They make a bunch of them. I'm probably looking at the Rad Rover.
Rad Rover. Let Mark come over.
There's no pressure, no upfront or hidden fees, and you don't have to start your loan term over. Instead, you can choose any term you need.
They go by, some of them, it'd be on your weight and what kind of thing, 20 miles an hour.
Postpone 2 mortgage payments. So call 303-695-7000 to learn more. That's 303-695-7000 or online at AmericanFinancing.net.
MLS 18234 regulated by the Division of Real Estate. How much money would you like to save just by doing something you're already doing? How about 40%? With Allstate Safe Drivers.
$1,500, huh?
For which one?
Rad Rover.
Driving safe. That's right, 40% just by driving safe.
It's kind of like a mountain bike, big tires.
Yeah, it's a fat tire one.
What's that, an electric bike?
Yeah.
It's I guess it's the best-selling fat bike in the U.S.
Which one? Hybrid. You can do what you want.
I don't like that 10-speed kind of look. That's what I didn't like about the Baby Maker. After I pulled it up again, I remember what I don't like about it. It's like an old-school looking 10-speed.
Yeah, it is.
The case goes cold. That is, until a young reporter named John Walzak starts digging.
How fast does it go?
All right, tell me we're back about Thursday.
I don't know.
What he finds is
I don't
one
know.
of the strangest stories you've never
Oh, here's the guy that...
heard.
They are doing a little off-roading.
Figure out what happened to Congressman Hale Boggs and Nick Begich.
I just did.
All right, 10 seconds. Women, you're
10
back.
seconds to mute.
Listen to Missing in Alaska on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you find your favorite shows.
Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Okay, important here, all right? Kathleen is afraid of garnishment. She has to go to court. And I told her, after 6 years, they can't get a judgment. However, they can get a judgment within the 6 years. And those who have had bills after 6 years, they can still collect on them legally. They just can't threaten you. Well, they just can't get a judgment. But some collectors, if they have a bill over 6 years old, they trick you into making a payment. They might say to you, they might lie to you, say, hey, just pay $10 and we'll call it even. You pay that $10 without a written agreement, and it starts the 6 years all over again. Now, with Kathleen, nothing she has can be garnished as far as her income. But if that money accumulates in a bank account, some collectors go and take the bank account and they claim it's mixed use funds. How do they know it's Social Security or wages or whatever? So here's how you get around that, Kathleen. Many attorneys have counseled us on this. In fact, winkandwink.com has told us to do this. They say if you have a wages account or a Social Security account, you name it that. You go to the bank and name it Social Security Deposit Account. And then all you keep in there is your Social Security. And then you keep your pension in another account, or you have, if you can say Social Security and pension account if both are non-judge or judgment proof. So once you know it's judgment proof, make the account for that. In fact, people who are thinking of a bankruptcy, and this is not cheating, this is common sense, this is real stuff. What you do is you put down wages account, Tom Martino wages account. Then, if they did want to garnish that, they can only take 25% of it. That's what wages are exempt. 75% are exempt. With other things like Social Security, they can't take it. So you make the account Kathleen's Social Security account. Kathleen, it's likely they're going to get a judgment when you go to court. What was going to be your argument?
Probably, yeah.
I'm sorry, hold on.
Well, that everything was exempt, but my bank tells me I can't do that. I have an account, and that's my account.
Well, then you have to go to another bank and move the money.
And I did.
Yeah.
I went to another bank.
Well, what bank told you couldn't do it?
Huh?
What bank said you couldn't do it? What? It's none of their business. What do you mean? They would not let you open an account and call it Social Security Deposit Account?
No, they said it's all one account. And
who is this?
Community Banks of Colorado.
Well, guess what? You're not going to go to Community Banks of Colorado. They lost a customer. You can title your bank clown money if you want. I don't even understand what they mean. And it's all one account. They won't let you have more than one account? What idiots.
I guess I could, but I can't label it. Was my understanding.
Well, you can label it. I do it all the time. So I have no idea what they're talking about. 303-713-TALK. Listen, you label it in-house as well by yourself. We don't have a lot of time, but I want to take Courtney Pierce, and I'll continue after the break. Ellen, we want to talk to as well about, she says Donnie V. Hill is a painting ripoff? Okay, Courtney, buyandbuild.net. You're back open again, right? Buy and Build is a big, giant warehouse, below wholesale pricing on many things. You can go there yourself. You can send your contractor, or Buy and Build does installations as well. You can do a turnkey with them. So, Courtney. Correct.
Bran flakes, bran flakes, honey nut toasted oats, and cinnamon shredded.
Grainberry, healthy cereal for your family.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino. Now, today at 4, 630 KHOW, Denver.
ABC News, I'm Clayton Sandell. Coronavirus cases on the rise in more than 20 states, with Arizona and Florida the new hotspots. This comes as the nation's hardest hit city, New York, moves into phase 2 of reopening. Mayor Bill de Blasio.
A historic day. As the nation's largest city, the nation's largest economy gets back on its feet, phase 2 begins today. Forward as we fight back from the coronavirus crisis.
2 online groups are taking some of the credit for the lower than expected turnout at President Trump's weekend rally in Tulsa, Oklahoma. ABC's Terry Moran says there are other factors at play.
The campaign said, that they had 1 million tickets requested, but in the end, really, it probably didn't matter. Anybody who shows up at a Trump rally gets in. These are not reserved tickets. It may have inflated expectations, and it may mean something for the campaign managers, but it was probably just the virus and Trump's own support.
President Trump travels to Arizona tomorrow.
In his own support room.
More officer firings over allegations of
don't know, but that's what the main street is saying.
Two Miami Gardens police officers fired over a beating caught on video. The personnel files obtained by ABC News affiliate WPLG show officers Javier Castano and Giannis Martel already had prior open investigations. Both were fired over an excessive force complaint involving Miguel McKay.
Don't tell your kid to be a police officer.
Not anymore.
The officers are facing charges related to excessive force and covering it up. The charges against McKay dropped. Garrett Dennis, ABC News, New York.
Some leading outdoor apparel companies are announcing boycotts of Facebook. The North Face and Patagonia dropping their ads from the network as part of the Stop Hate for Climate campaign. Top civil rights groups are
Why are they dropping
asking
their
suspended marketing on Facebook and Instagram over their handling of hate speech.
Wasn't listening.
What's that?
I wasn't listening. Why are they? Who's dropping Facebook?
Massachusetts only. Cycle Outlaw LLC, Chestnut Hill, Mass. Florida. Red Copy, New Jersey. Michael Pro Gonzalez, admitted Louisiana. While this firm maintains joint responsibility, most cases of the site were responsibility.
Did you have a good thought? Isn't that Tom? Kids in the ICU?
Or someone you love is potentially affected by this devastating cancer. You may be entitled to compensation. Call Cycle Outlaw today. 1-800-736-2100. The only known cause of mesothelioma is asbestos exposure. Thousands of U.S. veterans and trade workers are at risk for the disease.
Oh boy.
$30 billion in court-ordered trust has been set aside.
What was it? Himalaya. That's what it was, Mark, huh?
Him away. So you got pedal assist, full-blown electric, or there's another mode too, which I don't quite understand what it means.
Yeah, but all of them are assist, right? You can always pedal while you're going on.
I think so.
Boy, those are the big fat tires too. Does it say what size is it? 27-inch or? I don't see the.
Say that again.
What size would you get? 27?
Hey, Daniel.
Yo!
It's what I'm going to get.
You're getting an e-bike?
Yeah, did you see? I'm just going to love it. I know it.
Oh yeah, I think they would be great.
I'm in the market.
You're in the market. What? So you can get like the fat tire one, so you can do some off-roading.
I want to do off-roading, casual off-roading, not like serious, try to kill myself off-roading.
Oh, you're such a pussy, Suzanne.
Doc said you're a pussy.
Mark did?
No, Doc said that.
Oh, Doc did. I won't show him the bruise on my ass from being so badass.
I tell you what, I can't believe you went on the ride with that in Moab with the back. I mean,
Mark made me.
Man,
He pretty much told me he'd believe me if I didn't.
Man, oh man, that's I don't think I would want to bring someone on the back. But you stayed on the slick rock, that's not too bad. But boy, all you gotta do is get in a little sand. It's tough.
Oh, Daniel, going up that really like vertical sandstone. Holy, that's where we fell.
Go look it up. This one.
How much does it weigh?
Oh, I have no idea. Let me look.
Well, this one, Himaway's got 60+ mile range. Wow. That's a hell of a range, that Himaway.
35 to 60, I know.
I'm just curious.
It's because it's got a bigger battery than most.
But it's not. It's cheaper than most.
It's got a good warranty too compared to most.
You see, if you get $100 off if you order 2 of them.
Oh, it's not. It just went up front.
I guess.
How much it weighs? Is this one
I don't see the sizes of them, you know, like 26-inch. I think you'd want a little bigger, Mark. I think you'd want a 27, I assume.
It's a little heavier than the other one.
Well, it's got a big-ass battery.
Yeah.
The ratings are great.
Where did you find them? Brand?
I started versing different bikes, and this one popped up versing the WAD.
What is it called?
Himaway. Here it is.
I was
I don't know, man. It looks like it's a hard bike. Can you?
Hey Dan, what's the median price on those bikes?
About 1,500. 1,500.
Wow.
It's him away. Okay. What do you search in general for all of them?
Email.
We'll talk about it with Harvard economist Jeff Myron Tuesday morning at 7:05 here on 630 KHOW.
Help me. 713 Talk 303-713-8255. Welcome to the only show that's kind of anywhere where we are fighting for you. All you have to do is call us at 303-713-TALK. I think we got the phones rebooted, ready to go, and we're doing it right now. This hour brought to you by RealCBDThatWorks.com. Now, a little word about CBD. CBD doesn't prevent any illnesses. CBD is symptomatic relief of pain, anxiety. It also helps as an anti-inflammatory, so in that regard, it can help the healing process. It also is an immunobooster. However, the thing I love about Panacea Life Sciences and Golden is that its product is pure and they truly dose the way they say. Many lawsuits all over the country for people saying, I didn't get what I paid for because when they had it tested, they really did not have the CBD as claimed. Panacea Life Sciences has rigorous testing to show their pure dosing. They took over the EPA labs up in Golden and now have a private lab there, of course, a scientific lab, and they have damn near pharmaceutical dosing, I call it, and I love the 75 milligram fast chewable. But any form you want, they have all kinds of forms. You just go to realcbdthatworks.com, put Tom in the promo code, get 25% off. All right, so let's go and talk. What's going on with Courtney Pierce, buy and build? Then I'll get to your problems as well. I wanted to ask him a couple questions about turnkey projects versus contractors versus homeowners. Courtney, if you had to break down your business, what percentage are homeowners doing in their own projects? Not sending their contractors, but themselves.
Sure, I'd say about 50%. A lot of them will have contractors for certain parts of it. Most people can't install granite, but a lot of people want to try to install their own cabinets. At 40 to 50% probably try to install their own.
Then how many contractors shop there? What percentage?
I'd say about another good 30% of our business is contractors.
So you got 80%. Then about 20% have your turnkey?
Yes, 20% will use our installation services for both the cabinets and the granite. We're able to come out and help you measure for your cabinets and then, order them for you and then deliver them, assemble them, install them, and then have the granite guys come in right after the cabinets get installed and install your granite in your sink.
So you guys are an essential business. I would say that your challenges were not probably as bad as a lot because you have a giant warehouse, literally, and it's probably easy to keep social distancing.
It is. Among our employees, it's really easy, and what we've been doing for customers that are able to load themselves, we'll bring the pallet of merchandise outside, we'll close our door, and the customer can load it themselves with no contact, or they can stay in their car, and we're happy to load it for them as well. They just back up and stay in their car, and we will load their car, and they don't have to get out, and we don't have to have face-to-face contact with them at that point, so everybody can feel safe about it.
Do you guys do any deliveries to addresses? Somebody asked.
Yes, we absolutely do. We do deliveries of assembled cabinets or unassembled cabinets as well as the granite on top of the installation. So if you want to install it yourself, we're happy to assemble and deliver your cabinets to your home, and then you can install them yourself.
So basically they can have you guys do any level they want.
Correct.
And
all the way from doing it yourself to turnkey, we'll get everything done for you.
Okay, and what is missing, and I don't mean missing, but you're concentrating on certain inventory that you, and the old store, tell us the differences between the old store and the new location at 560 South LePan.
You bet. The old store, we had a lot more variety of products. So we had doors, and we had flooring, and we had, hinges and door handles and all sorts of stuff, and it was really hard to concentrate on what we really can save you the most money on, and that is cabinetry. And so what we've done is we've really started selling cabinets, granite tops, sinks, and faucets. And that's about it. We do bathroom accessories as well, like towel bars and stuff, but everything for kitchen and bath. And we pretty much got out of the flooring aspect of it, as well as the doors and balusters and all the other hardware points. So we just basically concentrated on kitchen and bath, and it's really working well. We can offer a lot more variety and really help people with the parts of their home that are worth the most.
All right, Courtney, I've done business with you many times. I love the story about my laundry room. I got a bid from a big box store, Home Depot, actually, and it was like like 14 grand for countertops and cabinets. And your bid, not counting, and that, by the way, from Home Depot was, assembled and all that, but not installed. Your price was $1,400 plus assembly and labor. So, comparable, it was about, they were more than twice as much. And I think you remember that. But it's amazing to me that you can do that. So more power to you. And I'm glad you're still up and running. 560 South Lipan, just west of I-25 on Alameda, then go south on Lipan. It's buyandbuild.net, 303-295-6022. And then Courtney can be standing by on the phone. We'll call him back if you have any specific questions. Ellen says she was ripped off. Those are fighting words. What's going on, Ellen?
Hi. Well, I came up to Colorado to help my boys move into a townhome in Thornton, and it was just very overwhelming. So we went on the Nextdoor app, and Donnie Vigil said, hey, I can do this painting for you. We needed all the baseboards, the doors, and the trim work painted. So he showed up on the 7th, which is Sunday, worked about 6 hours. Stupidly, we paid him $1,000. He told us $1,500 total. So he said, I'll have it all done for you by noon or 1 o'clock on Monday. So Monday morning he texted us, hey, give me the rest of the money. I'm going to be finishing up. We gave him the code to the house so he could get in. Didn't show up Monday, didn't show up Tuesday, didn't show up Wednesday, even though we gave him the other $500. Showed up for 3 or 4 hours on Thursday and Friday, and we're like, look, you're only half done. We're moving in tomorrow, Saturday. We've got to get this stuff done. And he said, I'll be there Saturday morning. Well, he sent one of his workers who came for 2 hours. We have it on video because we have one of those outdoor video surveillance things that we know when people come and go. And we got there at 3 in the afternoon. Only one door was painted. 40% of the work was still not done.
So you got only 60% done. You paid in full.
I paid him $100 because he was going to come on Monday.
I know. So where does it stand right now, Ellen?
I'm out $2,900 because
whoa. How much? I thought you said you paid him $1,000 down.
So none of the doors.
Hold on, Ellen. You paid $1,000 down, and then how much did you pay in addition to that?
We paid $500 on Monday, and on Monday I gave him $800 to come out on the 15th to install some stair banisters. He went radio silent, and I said, I want my $800 back at least, because I don't want you coming in to do this stair banister because you didn't even complete the work we paid.
The whole job, the whole contract price was how much?
The $800 plus the $1,500 was $2,300. That does not include the $600 worth of doors he told us to buy that subsequently did not work. But I'm going to eat that. I can't take them back to Home Depot.
So $2,300. Right. 2,300, got it. And only 60% was done. So logically, you want a refund. And what does he say?
Well, on Monday, he texted me. And one more thing, I told him, look, your guy left the garage door open, and he left one of the painted garage, or one of the doors outside. And the HOA is very stringent. And I said, I don't know if anything got stolen out of that garage, because there are lots of things in that garage that we haven't.
Yeah, but right now, I just want to know where it stands right now. Right now, what does he say? Is he willing to finish, but you don't trust him, right?
Right, and he told me on Monday he would come over and pay me, give me back my $800. He wouldn't give me back anything else. And I said, just Venmo it back to me, because I had Venmoed him all the money.
All right. So, he's a liar and a cheater.
He did not. He is no longer returning my phone calls or returning my emails or texts.
All right. And now I want to tell people that while Nextdoor might be a nice app for telling people, I need a babysitter or this and that, it's not a good app for referrals. It's not. They do nothing at all to check people out. They don't. And people, you got to be really careful. In fact, some of the recommendations can be fake. It's very easy to go on Nextdoor and make a fake identity and then recommend people. So just be careful. I mean, don't use it. Not for that. You can go on there and talk about, I found a dog or whatever the hell it is. I found a dog or, watch out for a guy in this color car, but you don't go and find a contractor, as you can tell by Ellen what happened. So we'll get a hold of them. We'll try to get a hold of them and get your money. 303-713-TALK. Again, you should have used referralist.com, but Deputy Doc, hold on. Daff, let's get Ellen's information and call this Donnie V. Hill painting. Meanwhile, it's a possible Sleaze Brigade candidate. So let's get a hold of him. All right, and we're going to work on that. 303-713-TALK. Sandy's got mice in a rental. What's wrong with that? Well, a lot. We'll talk about that coming up and more on the Troubleshooter Show.
About 30 seconds to...
I think it's Vigil Handyman Service, and it's Sonny, not Donnie, I believe.
I'm going to call. I missed the beginning of that.
Okay, basically, she finds him on Nextdoor. She pays him $2,300, and he doesn't do it.
$800 back.
Right. He didn't do anything.
Okay.
Or you did 60%.
By America's biopharmaceutical companies. NAT.org.
I'll be...
Mile High Estate Planning. You've heard me talk about it. Why? Because I believe in the services Blake Harris provides. Everyone needs an estate plan of some kind. You don't have to be rich. In fact, do you have a will right now? Is it up to date? What about a trust? And who needs a trust? A trust stays out of probate completely and can protect your assets, and not just the rich use trusts. In fact, you can be safe from lawsuits with certain trusts. And then what about medical directives or things like that? What happens if you're incapacitated for just 30 days? What happens? Or you may be in charge of an estate. What do you do with it? What is probate? How do you avoid it? Or do you need to avoid it? All of these questions. He'll meet with you any way you want, nights and weekends even, across the entire Front Range. Blake Harris, our expert, yours too. Protect your legacy with MileHighEstatePlanning.com, 720-924-6171, 720-924-6171, MileHighEstatePlanning.com. John Fuller is a personal injury.
No. My bad. I thought you did the Fuller one first. Sorry about that. I'll put another pause there and have you do Fuller right up.
All right.
Okay?
Yeah.
You're home. Sorry about that.
No problem.
I did first.
On CDC.
No, I should have. I just had to mix them up.
Make your appointment with confidence. A whole house.
I mixed them up on this page.
Next door in contract.
All right, here we go. 10 seconds till
All right.
full law.
Putting character, ethics, and your safety before profit. PlumlineServices.com. That's PlumlineServices.com.
Okay, when people get into an accident and they're injured and they can't work, they suddenly get like all of a sudden this revelation that their life is screwed. And they start asking people for advice. I don't know why. You can call an attorney if this is happening to you, if you're injured, if you know it's someone else's fault or you think it is, and you need help. You got to get paid. John Fuller will go over your case with you free of charge, free legal advice when you need it the most. If you decide to hire him, he only charges a percentage of what he collects for you. Contingency is called. PersonalInjuryCO.com is the website. His number is 303-597-4500.
And these news with Lester Holt for in-depth coverage
Back
of
up, Mark.
stories affecting us all in communities across the country. Turn to the most trusted TV news anchor in America.
Yeah, those e-bikes aren't bad.
They look cool. I really like that giveaway brand the more I look at it.
I think I would like to try just pedaling around. They're pretty darn heavy. Like a regular mountain bike would probably be half the weight.
Oh, yeah, they're 70 pounds plus.
Right. But I guess what I'm saying is just pedaling by itself, if you got stranded, how bad it would be. But what you guys should do is go up there, rent mountain bikes, is where they take you up on the chairlift, and then you ride it down. At Brett.
Yeah, we might do that. We've never, I don't know if Suzanne would be comfortable doing that right off the bat.
Oh, I used to ride my bike on those trails in Southwell all the time behind our neighborhood.
This is coming down the
ski resort.
Ski mountain.
Yeah, that might be a little tough at my.
Well, I'm sure there's different levels of doing it, but I think it'd be fun because you're coming down.
I think I might want that step through. I mean, really, a step through in the old days is so when women wore skirts, they weren't hiking their leg up.
Yeah.
But they said it makes it a little easier if you're loading it, and it's a little easier to carry stuff around, cargo around on it with a step through. I don't know. So I'm a little nervous that their website says pre-order.
They all are.
Oh, okay.
Rat is the same way.
Yeah, they're just high in demand. But most of them, if you order two, you get $100 off.
I gotta go back over and check laundry.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Don't waste time. Visit Check Into Cash. Check Into Cash offers fast cash at over 700 stores and online. Can't wait till your next paycheck? Try a payday loan. Want more money? Ask about installment loans. Even turn your car into cash with a title loan. Every state is different, so check into cash today. Find a store near you at checkintocash/trust or text TRUST to 55670 for us.
Back on in 30 seconds, gentlemen.
Hey, Tax Chat,
Thanks.
why? Get your taxes prepared and filed fast.
We've got a nice day ahead. Temperatures running about 5 degrees below normal. Our high today, 80. We'll have passing clouds. A 20% chance for late day thunder shower. I'm Fox 31 Pinpoint Weather Meteorologist Brooks Garner.
Think you might owe on your taxes? Let Tax Chat by...
All right, 10 seconds. You're back at it.
With no paper documents and no complicated tax software. Get a free no obligation quote right now at tax.chat. Download the Tax Chat app or call 1-833-TAX-CHAT.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Here to help you with your problems, questions, and complaints. So, Sandy, this is a weird one. What's happening?
So we had renters in our rental home for 5 years.
Okay.
And apparently the last couple years, well, I think they were probably always hoarders, but I think the last year or so they moved a bunch of stuff. Yeah.
Now, are you talking like serious hoarders or just like a little?
I think there was a room in the basement that basically had a path to walk through it, and it was boxes up to the ceiling. So,
you know, have you ever seen that channel with the documentaries? My God, it just frightens me.
It's you know, I've moved from anger to sadness. I was in the angry stage. So
did you evict them, by the way?
No, they voluntarily left. They said they were leaving, and it took a long time. Because
did they get their stuff out?
Paying rent.
Did they get their stuff out, Sandy?
It took 8 months from the time that they said they wanted to move out, and they just had to keep bumping it because they ran into issues or whatever. So
did they leave anything in it behind?
Not really. My husband will tell you that they did, but it was just little tiny. It was like, you know, a vacuum or a fan. Or
okay, so now what? Now you have mice?
Yes. Every room in the house has holes where the mice ate holes through the wall to come into the room. In the corners where it was brand new carpet when they moved in.
Yeah.
So every room has 4 or 5 holes in the corner where they were shoving steel wool in the holes to keep them from coming in, but they never notified us that we had a mice infestation in the house.
Ew.
And when I was pushing on them hard, because I said we have to stop this bumping out, you know, quit bumping it out a month. We need to draw a line in the sand and get this done. And so when I went over one time to visit them to see what progress they had made, I'd seen mouse poop all over the carpet in the basement.
Yeah, so what you need is an exterminator.
Well, yeah, but here's my question to you. We're working on it. We're getting the carpet out of there. We're doing all stuff to mitigate it. We know all of that stuff. My question is two questions. One is who's responsible for that? Because
they are.
They're trying to act like
they are
their responsibility.
It is their responsibility because it was an excessive. This was a situation that was out of control. I mean, if it was just a rodent here or there, but they festered them because of their hoarding. So I would say they were negligent, causing you damage. That's what I would say. But, I mean, that's not a legal opinion. I mean, it's a logical one, a common sense, right? It wasn't a normal situation. Had it been a normal tenant and they saw a rodent here and there, you could have exterminated. But there was no way you could have done that.
Right. And they never notified us either. You know, and when
by the way, I don't know who you're getting to exterminate, but I hope you have a good company because we have excellent companies. And because you know, to make sure you do it the right way, Black Widow Exterminators is one of them. He's been on my referral list for a very long time. But in any case, I digress. Let's talk about this. Did they leave a deposit?
Yes, and they think that that's going to cover it.
How much is the deposit?
$2,000 plus a $300 non-refundable pet deposit.
All right, so is there more than $2,300 in damages?
The carpet alone is going to be $3,500.
Now wait a minute though. How old was the carpet when they moved in?
5 years. It was brand new.
Oh, 5 years isn't brand new. Was it excellent carpet or was it commercial?
It was brand new when they moved in.
Oh, sorry. Oh, okay. So they robbed you about 5 years there. So 50% of the carpet they'd be responsible for, in my mind. I mean, obviously, you can make the argument, but 10 years...
Well, the stove, the range, was completely full of mouse poop.
Well, that's different. I'm talking about, though, if you realistically, line by line... You know, they don't owe you for the whole carpet, is what I'm saying, realistically, okay?
I understand.
Huh?
I understand that, but I think when it's all said and done, it's going to be $5,000 to $7,000 because we have to do the extermination.
Good. It's under small claims court. That's good. You take the deposit and go after them, but you have to give them within 30 days, unless you extended it to 60 days in your lease. You have to give them notice of holdback and why.
Right.
Do that.
The other question I have for you: what is the max at small claims?
7,500 in Colorado, right, Mark? Is it still 75, Mark? Is Mark there?
Okay. Absolutely 75.
All right.
Okay. And my other question is that over and above the deposit? So if the deposit is basically $2,000.
Well, yeah, it's the amount you sue for. So, yeah, if your damages were $8,000 and you got $1,500 or whatever, yeah, in other words, it's not the amount of damage on the outside of court. All small claims court cares about is what are you suing for in court.
Got it. Okay. All right.
So I wish you the best, really. And do they have money even or a way to pay, do you think, if you got a judgment?
Theoretically, yes, because they're moved into a family member's house, and so they don't have rent that they're supposedly going to be inheriting. And I mean, he just bought, because of COVID, he's all excited about his new truck where he's got 0% financing.
And
theoretically,
do it quickly.
Oh my God!
You can even put a lien on anything they own too, you know. So, let us know how it goes, Sandy. We like report. You know, a lot of people don't understand this, but we like following through to find out whatever happened, too, because people in the same position might think, whatever happened to that woman with excessive mice and stuff? What happened? Did she win? Let us know, Sandy.
I have one more question. Just as far as the kitchen cabinets, when we pulled the appliances out, because they're completely infested underneath and in the back, like the two of the appliances don't even work. The stove doesn't even
Those
work.
are all damages, yes. But remember, if the stove is 5 years old, you have to allow for normal wear and tear and depreciation on all of it. You can't charge for replacement.
The one question, though, I have on the cabinets. So literally when we pulled out the appliances,
yes,
the mice had eaten holes in the cabinets.
Yes.
And so we can't clean the inside. We can't clean behind the cabinets, so there's clearly mouse runs back there. can we include, if we have to pull those cabinets and replace those cabinets, can we do the same thing with
Yes.
depreciation?
Yeah, you can claim that their negligence led to this fantastic infestation, but you need to get an expert opinion that normal care would have not resulted in this. Okay. Now, listen, I'm going to tell you what their defense can be.
Okay.
And that's going to be a little tricky because they could say you had an obligation to inspect. And I hope your lease doesn't say it, but many leases say you will inspect from time to time. And if you did not inspect, I'm not telling you to bring it up, but I'm telling you they could bring it up that you never inspected. But you could say they didn't let you, they weren't available. You're going to have maybe that fight. I'm Tom Martino. We have more coming up.
About 1 minute till it's over.
This is Denver's talk station with Ross Kaminsky in the morning and Dan Kaplis in the afternoon, 6:30, KHON.
Okay, I'm working on it.
Denver. Now, impact traffic.
Oh, let me do that mailbox.
Right now, the big traffic story is that rollover crash affecting both directions of I-76 at the I-270.
I just ordered 2 of them.
Both sides of the highway, so if you can't
2 bikes?
I-76 till they get that cleared on the way. The rest of the drive across the miles system wide open, no other stalls or accidents on the highway.
You okay? Cramps? Where are you late?
You know, normal, like kind of.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? It's like, nothing serious, if you know what I mean. But something I definitely got to take care of.
Solid wood and the most comfortable leather furniture imaginable. Proud to sell American-made products, Colorado-made even better. You will not find better built furniture in Colorado than Woodlands.
You know, you judge a company by the owner and the culture that they make. Jay Bretz owns Excel Roofing. I've known him for more than 30 years now. And, you know, he's been in business since 93. So actually, whatever, 93, 25 years, whatever. And he's been on my referral list since day one. ExcelRoofing.com. Excel is an excellent. EXCEL. And all I can say is this. No money down ever. You don't pay a cent till you're content. He has a supervisor for your job and one crew to get it done. More than 30,000 satisfied customers. 303-761-6400. And they do roof repairs. Where many companies don't do that, he does roof repairs. That's 303-761-6400. They'll also do gutter cleaning and they'll do attic fans as well. ExcelRoofing.com. Excel is an excellent. EXCEL. ExcelRoofing.com. 303-761-6400.
Did you say you ordered one, Mark?
Hello?
In my IRA and the crash years ago, I said enough. And since then, I discovered a way to grow money potential double digits, reduce taxes dramatically, and also have my money protected when the next stock market crash hits. When the next market crash hits, you lose nothing. Call Wealth Beyond Wall Street now to get your free book and talk to a specialist to discover this strategy to get potential double-digit growth during good years and never lose in the market crashes. Call 800-493-1717 to discover this asset that people like Walt Disney and JCPenney use to grow wealthy. Plus, when you call right now, you get free shipping and handling, no credit card required. And I'll send you a free copy of the audiobook so you can listen in your car. Call 800-493-1717. 800-493-1717. That's 1-800-493-1717.
Every now and then I come across a product that just makes me say, wow. Rocky Mountain Retro Foam is one of those products. No other product can insulate your home as well.
So did you win the tournament then?
No. Well, I never expect to win, but we just have a good time.
They, yeah, no, it would be fun. There's probably all different ages as far as kids golfing with their dad, right?
Helen?
It's a safe injection foam that stays in place and will never compress. It's even a fire retardant. And all these benefits in one product. Energy savings, more comfort, soundproofing, insect and rodent control, fire retardant. Do you see why I say, wow? You will too. Foamyourwalls.com.
Fake Doctors, Real Friends. It's the Scrubs Rewatch podcast with Zach Braff and Donald Faison.
So we're going to do it like this. Every week, we come to you talking about the next episode of the show. Well, hopefully you'll watch it along with us, because that's kind of the idea.
Join these Hollywood besties as they interview former cast members, directors, and even show creator Bill Lawrence about the wild nights, weddings, and everything leading up to this cult classic TV show.
And they'd be like, we just saw your movie. And I'd be like, oh, cool, thank you for going. Let me tell you about our specials. And it was like, only in Hollywood can you go see a movie and then have the star of the movie wait on you for dessert.
Together, Zach and Donald recall the intimate journey that built a lifelong friendship.
Oh my God, this is where it all originated.
Join Fake Doctors, Real Friends as they remember their early success and try to figure out if the janitor was a figment of JD's imagination.
People are you proved that time and time again, Donald.
Listen to Fake Doctors, Real Friends on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Cranberry, healthy cereal for your family.
I'm Peter Harris for Cranberry, here with some breaking news about Cranberry cereals with amazing iron.
Turn it off.
Turn it up just a little so I can hear it. Yeah.
Did you say something?
No. Did you say you ordered a bite? 2 of them.
Yeah, I ordered them.
From Amazon or where?
No, I got them right from their website, Himaway.
This helps with diabetes.
Both same size?
So what did you get, Mark?
Himaway.
A step through for her, and then mine's a regular.
A Himaway?
Yeah.
How much are they?
10 seconds mute.
They're going to turn it to be $13.50 each.
Ain't bad. With tax?
What sold me on them, they got the best batteries in it. The bike
Okay,
fits what we're going to be doing.
Tom Martino, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Welcome to the show, the only show of its kind anywhere. Give us a call if you have a problem, a question, or a complaint. 303-713-TALK. And that means a problem that you've been just trying to solve on your own, you can't, or you think you may have a problem. You might want to call for advice, or call before you embark on any kind of a project, maybe at home or anything to do with your car, and we can prevent problems. Julie, what's happening?
I'm on.
You're on, Julie. What's going on?
Okay, sorry. My husband was fired from his job last Friday. He was a truck boss for an asphalt company, and he's also trying to start his own business with 2 dump trucks. So I applied for unemployment for him.
Yes.
And they're saying we'll probably have to, I guess, show the money that he's making from his dump trucks when he applies for his unemployment. But how do we do that if most of the money that he's making from his dump trucks are going back into the company?
Well, they don't go by that. Here's what they go by.
Okay.
Well, they actually do go by that because it's profit or wages. I know you say the money is going back, so that's not counted. The deductions are not counted. They just want to know real wages, and that would be like any tax return. So you pretend you're doing a tax return. You don't take gross money, but what they want to know is this. And I believe Daphne can back me up, and Mark, when we heard this guy, not the guy, but Phil Spessard with the state unemployment office, here's what he said. When you have 2 jobs and you lose one, if the other job is paying you more than what your benefit would be, you don't get any money.
That's right.
Right, and I understand that.
Now, when you take into consideration expenses, now listen, Julie, this is important because you have expenses, but they can't be unusual expenses, but normal expenses. If he's not making money being self-employed, well, then there is no income. I mean, when you're starting a business, it's common not to make any money. But truly, does he make money or not in the business?
Not right now because it's kind of slow.
Well, then he's not making the money. I mean, you know, you just tell the truth.
They're telling us we're going to have to report his income from the business.
But he doesn't have income, you're telling me.
Right.
See, income, you're mistaking it, Julie, you're mistaking income with gross revenue. When someone writes him a check for $1,000, let's say for a run, I don't know what he's doing, I'm just saying this. That $1,000 is gross revenue. It's not his income.
Okay. I just don't want to be, because the lady told me with unemployment that if we don't report it, then it will become fraud.
Julie, if you don't report, dear, listen. If you don't report what?
If we don't report his income from his business.
Okay, what is income, Julie?
So you're saying I can report net income, but not gross income.
No, you report gross income. You don't report gross revenue.
Okay.
A business has gross revenue. Then you have expenses like truck payments and all kinds of stuff. Normal stuff you'd put on your tax return. And then there are wages and profits. That's what he has to report. That is income. But it's and it might be pre-tax. It doesn't, that they'll ask you on the form. But you don't have to report gross revenue.
Great. I understand.
And that's different. So many people think income is what they make. And that's where people get into trouble, by the way, Julie, and I'll tell you why. They might buy stuff to build a computer and then sell the computer. This is an old story. And then they sell the computer, they take that money, put it in their bank account and call it income, and it's not. What about the cost of the goods sold? And there's always a cost that goes into it. So, Julie, as long as and sometimes it's not unusual for someone who's self-employed in the beginning not to make a dime. Just because he's working doesn't mean that he has to report it. He has to report income.
Okay.
As long as you're honest and you can justify it, they're not going to nab you for fraud. There's no intent to defraud. Now, if you're hiding income, now that's different. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, I pay my wife 90% and I make 10%. You have to be fair. In other words,
and I'm understanding there's a difference between gross revenue and gross income.
That's right. Well, of course there is. Okay. Of course there is. Gross revenue is what a business takes in. Then you have expenses, and then you have wages. When you pay the wages, that's gross. Well, that's part of gross income, the wages, right? That's gross income. So let's say you get paid $300 a week. Your gross income's $300 a week. But let's say the business, because you're the owner, the business throws off another $100 a week in profit. So what is your gross income? It's not the $1,000 it's bringing in, it's the money you're paying out in wages and profit.
Gotcha.
So, an accountant can tell you this, by the way. Do you have an accountant? I hope, if you have your own business, right? No? At least for tax time?
Yeah, we do have a tax person, but not really. I guess we could ask her those questions, too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind you asking us. We could even get someone on to ask that, but unemployment is not interested in gross revenue. Of course not. So anyway, I don't have to keep repeating it. Julie, I think if you fill out the form honestly, you'll be fine, because you're saying he's not going to make more than his weekly thing. Oh, and here's another thing, Julie, just so you know. No one is obligated to be in business for themselves. So, you can simply choose not to be in business for yourself during this period of unemployment.
Thinking about that.
If it's true, yeah.
He's not going to make any money.
Exactly. Why bother? That's what a lot of people are doing. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay.
Right.
We're going to keep going. Now, listen, you call us back if you need help. Now, LJ, you have an interesting question. Go ahead, LJ.
Yeah, we're selling our house, and part of the agreement was that we need to have our air conditioner serviced and our furnace serviced and cleaned, both of them. And I'm just wondering what type of
for this particular. Have you ever had Fix It 24/7 out to the house?
I haven't. No.
Okay, good. Because for new customers, they will do a clean and inspect and adjust for $39.
Really?
Yep. That's right.
All right.
Now, you have to tell them, you heard it on my show, they will do it. They do it for as long as you haven't had it done before. Now, here's what they're hoping. That's why they're doing this, because it costs way more. They spend more than an hour on it. Sometimes they spend like more than 2 hours on some cases. But here's what they're going to do. If they do find something wrong, they're going to tell you. Now, they're not going to lie to you, by the way, but you're going to want to know that anyway, because that's part of what they want. Don't they want a certification?
Yeah, they just want someone licensed to do it, right?
Oh, okay, then go ahead and have it done. $39. Now, because I was going to say certification might be different, but if they want just the cleaning and adjusting and make sure it's in working order, they'll do it for $39. What they're hoping is you'll be so impressed with them that wherever you move, if you need them, you're going to call them. But that's that, and truly listen, I'm going to be honest with you here. There are a lot of companies that offer a clean and adjust, but they don't really clean. They mostly look at it, okay? They will find major problems, but they don't really clean. They might vacuum the cabinet out, but these guys take out the blower motor and everything. I mean, this is a top to bottom cleaning, and you're never going to spend easier money. So at the risk of sounding like a commercial, that's what it is. So listen, it's 720-526-3939. We have more coming right up.
Got 1 minute till Joe Lazera and Art.
Tell your smart device to play 630 KHOW on iHeartRadio. Then you can hear news and talk that impacts your life.
Getting 630 KHOW from iHeartRadio.
Denver's talk station. Available on over 2,000 devices. Now, impact traffic.
This report is sponsored by Tax Chat by EY. Get your taxes prepared and filed fast.
Let's start off with the good news. That earlier rollover crash that was affecting both directions of I-76, either side of the I-270 interchange, looks like that's been cleared or at least cleared off the highway. Traffic speeds have improved quite a bit in that section. Looks like a possible crash downtown, northbound I-25 there, just north of Colfax, causing some backups to 6th Avenue, so just be aware of delays there. And down south in the Gap, northbound I-25 north of Larkspur, a boat fell off a trailer there, blocking the right lane of the highway, big delays. The weather forecast. Well, it's going to be a chance of afternoon thunderstorms with a high of 80. Right now, a few clouds and 70. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Pete Wagner.
Listen, can I get my car out of the garage because the guy's coming to pick it up?
No, I gotta move. I'll move.
Are you the?
Mine.
You can put it over in that parking area for now.
Yeah. How much time we got?
He's just leaving Westminster now, so you don't have to do it now.
Okay.
Joe Lazera is a criminal defense attorney that I hope you never need, and you hear me say it day after day, but I'm serious about this. If you put his name away, you'll have a good resource, maybe for yourself, for a loved one. Unfortunately, it might be for your son or daughter, who knows. With DUIs on the rise, shoplifting, assaults, there's all kinds of things, including false arrests. Let's face it, people sometimes are falsely accused. I'm not throwing stones at police. I'm just saying you've got to protect your rights. That's our system of justice. With Joe Lazera, what I like is the flat rate pricing. You'll know exactly what the defense will cost you, and he's not going to nickel and dime you. Then you just pay it. You're done, and then he takes care of the whole matter. And he'll consult with you like he is your confidant. I mean, that's what he does. LazeraLegal.com. If you need him, use him. I hope you don't. But LazeraLegal.com, 303-429-6200. Now let's talk about another place that I highly recommend. You hear me talk about the Art of Granite. If you want countertops, of course the Art of Granite, the name implies they'll do granite, but they also do quartz and other natural stone and solid surfaces. He's a direct stone importer, right to you. He can charge wholesale for materials and still make money on the fabrication and installation. That's what he does. All materials are wholesale. Even tear out and haul away is free. And the bathroom is free when you have the kitchen done. So you can call for a price on the phone. 303-386-5919, 386-5919, theartofgranite.com.
Turn around, move it.
Thanks, man.
If he calls.
How much time do I have?
Right, Todd? Of course, Dad. With our unique cabinet
How much time do I have?
out the mess.
About 3.5 minutes.
Thanks.
Right, Todd. But if an all-new kitchen is on the wish list, we'll build it from the bottom up, first rate all the way. And that's very special. That. What about that? Well, hey, turning leaky, dirty, smelly baths into awesome rooms, that's what we do. Whether it's a tub-to-shower conversion or a full new 5-piece bath, our family business will make it special, just like we've done for decades. Okay, Todd. So, folks, give us a call and see what our family can do for your family. Kitchens, baths, counters, and floors, and even replacement windows and doors. You have our word and treat you right it done right. 303-722-2295, 800-362-8370, or drhi.com.
Season after season, why the reason people trust K&H Home Solutions? Beautiful windows, siding, and doors, roofing, gutters, and more.
K&H Home Solutions has withstood the test of time, celebrating 64 years in business. I met the original owner years ago and have known the current owner more than 30 years. Hi, I'm consumer advocate Tom.
Hello?
I highly recommend the company I've done business with at my home, with savings of 25% or more on windows, siding, and doors. June only, so you better make your appointment at khwindows.com. And we're talking custom fit, beautiful, energy-efficient windows and the best siding anywhere, Everlast siding with a lifetime of durability. As always, safe protocols with social distancing are available on Zoom. Call 303-421-7100 or khwindows.com.
K&H Home Solutions has what you're looking for.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents.
Check it out, Demon. Got a brand new motorcycle jacket and matching leather pants. Let's go for a ride and tell everyone that Liberty Mutual customizes their motorcycle insurance. So you only pay for what you need. Oh my gosh, this leather does not breathe well. You can't suffocate it, can you? Liberty, 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 Liberty. That's my quote at Liberty Mutual.
Thank you, Dan. Is Deputy Doc where you parked in my driveway?
Yeah.
Can I get out? I can get out though from him. Okay.
Where are you leaving today?
Guy's coming to get my car serviced. You're on the.
I'm on the right side.
Face mask and essential PPE. Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday. And iHeartRadio.
Hey, Dan? Yeah, I'm calling you myself.
2 congressmen board a small plane in Alaska and disappear.
Just call me on that. Just hit call.
Found. The case goes cold until a young reporter named John Walzak starts digging. What he finds is one of the
Can you hear me
strangest
now?
stories
Just
you've
start
ever
talking.
heard.
Hello? See, my phone is dead.
Been to Missing in Alaska on the iHeartRadio.
It won't pick up calls.
Favorite shows.
Yeah, weird?
630 KHAL, an iHeartRadio station.
Yeah, just.
Hi, Tom Martino here. I want to take this call really quickly. It surprises me. Dennis, what's going on, Dennis?
Hey, just wondering if you've heard about not giving passes back, money for passes.
Now, is Elitch's going to be closed for the whole season?
They keep postponing the opening.
Okay, is that why they're not giving money back on the passes?
I called a month ago. They were creating a list of people who wanted money back.
Yes.
But for the last 2 weeks, nobody's answering the phone. I've gone down there, can't talk to anybody.
Here's a statement, Tom. It says tickets, season passes, and all vouchers purchased on the site, which is the Elitch Gardens site, are non-refundable. Elitch Gardens does not offer cancellations, refunds, rain checks, or exchange. And then on their...
Well, wait a minute. That's if they're opened. I mean, if they don't open, they can't invoke that. What would prevent them from doing that every season?
That's the statement that they have, and then they also say all sales are final.
Well, of course it is, but this is unprecedented. They're not opened. So if people want to go there, they can't. That's BS. I've never heard such BS in my life. I mean, I can see them having a no refund policy, no problem. But if they're not open, how the hell? So, okay, here, give me $50. Okay, by the way, we're closed. No refunds. I mean, that's stupid. When you say that's a statement, is that their general statement, or is that like now because of this situation? Daff?
It's just one that I found
on their
when
site.
I Googled it on their site. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's their general, overall policy, which is fine. But obviously, no one would ever say that's fine if they're not open. They're the ones breaching. Dennis, you'd go there if they were open, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what's the latest you've heard, Dennis?
Last time I talked to them, they said if they weren't open by June 14th, they'd probably have to reevaluate their refund policy. But you can't get a hold of anybody there.
Can we try to get a hold of somebody?
I have called twice because we've had 2 other callers, and media relations is not answering either.
Man, they can't hide their heads in the sand, for goodness sakes. Aren't they part now of the Six Flags, right? They're out of Elitch's control long ago, right?
I'm going to have to search that again, but I think you are correct.
Because
No, that's not correct.
No, are they locally owned, Mark?
I don't know who owns them. Six Flags owned them for maybe 2-3 years, and then they sold it.
Okay, I'm looking up who owns Elitch Gardens. Let's see, are now available. I don't know, who the heck owns them? Oh, it's Kroenke Sports and Entertainment. So, wait a minute. Yeah, and operated by Premier Parks LLC. So, Kroenke, isn't that part of the
Avalanche and
Yeah.
The Nuggets.
I would say, well, let's call Kroenke. I know Kroenke will answer. Let's call him. That's who they're owned by, and see what they're going to do. I think Daff, do you want to do that? Do you want us to have somebody do it? What do you want to do? Whatever.
Yeah, I'll reach out to him.
Okay. Kroenke Sports and Entertainment. Dennis, hang on. We'll try to get you an answer. Michael Plantenga, Larson Tax Relief. We only have a few minutes, but I will take you next hour, too. We have some questions building up. Somebody said that they got a notice of audit. Is that possible?
That is possible, yes. That's gearing up now, Tom.
Wow. When did they start gearing up for that?
Well, collections cases are currently now being assigned again to revenue officers. So that an audit officer was recently assigned a case is not surprising.
Okay. So people can expect collection notices and audits to start up.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so let's talk about a good strategy for people who've been procrastinating. And then what's the deadline for 2019 right now?
July 15th.
Okay, and then the extensions are the same?
Extensions are the same. Those expire October 15th.
All right. We'll come back to LarsonTaxRelief.com. They're open for business, too. Plus, we're going to hear from Zero Res and more on Elitch's.
I just filed my taxes.
You what?
My accountant just called me up and said my taxes are ready to go. I just need to go pick them up and sign them.
Chances are you already know about Grayberry's powerful plant-based antioxidants that no other cereal can match. And we have a unique...
Don't you want to call Premier Parks? They're the one that's managing it.
Yeah, but either one. Premier Parks, they'll probably put us in touch with them.
They're out of Oklahoma.
Diabetes, a disease that sadly affects over 90 million people. Cereals without whole grains speed up sugar absorption, which is certainly not good.
Hey, I wonder why these links are broken. I just realized they're broken. Huh. That's weird.
Portions of the following program will be
Oh,
recorded.
now they're there. Okay, hold on.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
This is Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW, Denver. An iHeartRadio station.
What would cause, mouse overs to delay?
ABC News.
Cause what to delay?
Coronavirus cases.
Did you see how that was? No one. I wonder why.
Are now
challenged
Huh.
having to rethink further phases.
What are you trying to do with it? Trying to click on it just to see if...
No, I just want to know why the highlights are late. Look. They're delayed. I want to see if that happens to you. Go to troubleshooternetwork.com because that's the actual address, even though it's troubleshooter.com. And because we link to it on... Just go over it.
In New York, an NYPD
Oh,
yeah, it's weird. Okay, I don't know why.
All of them aren't like, whoa. Then after you hit first couple,
I don't
then it
know.
goes back.
See if you can just hit the link, though. I don't think you can hit the link. No, you can't unless...
No, it doesn't show that.
Now, that's weird. I got to figure that out.
She's doing something weird. So if you hit it, you got to just be real quick and do it.
That's too weird.
Okay, so I see it. You got to hit the bottom of it. You got to come up from the bottom.
What? I got to figure out why that. I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
on stage during a show in Nashville. On Instagram, he told fans he was suffering from exhaustion and dehydration. He also revealed he tested positive for coronavirus.
Can you see that again? Can I see it one more time? I got to look at something real quick. I'm sorry. TR. Yeah, there it is. I want to look at something. I don't know what that is up there. I can't get rid of it. Okay.
It says something about comments.
I know.
It tells how many comments there are.
I gotta get rid of that. Thanks.
I went from catching up with coworkers around the water cooler to hanging out around my dad's water bowl.
Fortunately, can help your employees stay connected by implementing a secure by design Google Chrome Enterprise solution that protects every Chromebook.
The boss is calling.
Mr. Whisker sounds very demanding. IT orchestration by CDW. People who get it. Find out more at cdw.com/Google. Anyone who builds, remodels, or repairs for a living, we know the way you work has changed. That's why Lowe's is committing today to build new ways to keep you working tomorrow. We are proud to introduce the new Lowe's for Pros Job Center, powered by Stream, an augmented video chat tool, so you can be there for your customers without actually being there. And the cost to use? Try it free through October 31st at lowesforpros.com/ProLoyalty. Just one of the reasons why Lowe's is the new home for pros. Services subject to Stream terms, Lowe's loyalty membership required, more terms apply. KHOW News Time, 12:03.
The state of disaster emergency for Colorado due to COVID-19 is being extended. Governor Polis made that official over the weekend. That extension will free up additional money for the state to battle coronavirus. Polis says Coloradans have done a great job at helping reduce the spread, but the state is still only a few steps ahead of the virus. Meantime, Colorado preparing for people to travel this summer, even as the coronavirus pandemic continues. Kathy Rader with the Colorado Office of Tourism says the state has launched a new initiative that focuses on 5 steps people need to reduce the risk of contracting or spreading COVID-19.
It focuses on wearing a mask, or telling people to make certain they're keeping 6 feet of distance, or reminding people to wash their hands, to stay home if they're sick, and to know the local guidelines.
As part of the initiative, Welcome Centers in Colorado opened July 1st. RTD's Free Mall Ride back in business. The transit agency restarted that service yesterday. It had been shut down during the pandemic. That's the latest. I'm Chad Hoffman.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Dairy Queen.
As the lunch hour gets underway, got a crash coming in on the west side of town on eastbound 6th Avenue, approaching Kipling. Watch out for backups there. Also watch out for crash being cleared 6th Avenue at Sable as well. Got a wreck downtown, northbound I-25 there at Colfax. Going to back you up to 6th Avenue, so just watch out for delays there. And northbound I-25, it's solid stop and go there between 6th and Auraria anyway, so big delays on the downtown drive. The weather forecast, well, it's going to be sunny with a slight chance of afternoon storms today with a high of 80. Right now, a few clouds above in the Denver area, and we're sitting at 70. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Pete Wagner, 630 KHOW.
Hey DQ fans, what happens when you mix world-famous vanilla soft syrup, chocolate-coated waffle pieces, and chopped peanuts? The new drumstick blizzard treat happens. It's two favorites in one treat that'll kick your summer off right. Hurry in for your drumstick blizzard treat today. Available only at your DQ.
You could sell your home today. A lot of people want to sell their home the conventional way. It takes a little time. But if you want to sell it today and not pay a dime, not a dime, no title insurance, nothing, not one repair, you want to sell it as is, you can do it today. Just call this number and get a bid. Sight unseen. Now listen, it may not be the price you want, but it might, because guess what? They bought nearly 3,000 homes already. 800-44-BUYER. 800-44-BUYER.
The Ron Burgundy Podcast is your chance to listen to the most distinguished newscaster of all time, trying to fit the facts of the day into his head. When did this happen? You will listen to
One New Year's resolution I made 5 years ago or 10 years ago that I kept in.
What's that?
I will never watch any movie, show, or anything that has Will Ferrell in it. I think he's the most overrated, dumbest comedian in the world.
Really?
He just...
Who is that?
Will Ferrell. I can't stand the guy.
Really?
I gotta look and see him.
I like him.
All right, 10 seconds, you're back. Here we go.
Colorado, and we'll have a lot of fun too. Join me.
Well, you know what? Talladega Nights was a good movie that he was in. That was a good movie. That was funny.
It's too slappy. It's such dumb comedy.
Oh, yeah, it's kind of stupid. You're right.
Works.com is the place to get Panacea Life Sciences products, all CBD products, and you all you have to do is put Tom in the promo code, get 25% off, realcbdthatworks.com. Let's go to the phones and find out what's going on. We are trying to contact Elitch's. Now, Elitch's is not refunding passes as of yet. They've delayed their opening. Now, they have a no refund policy. I can understand that. No problem. Under normal conditions. But if you're not open, you're the one breaching, not the customers. So if you're not open, you need to refund the money. They're run by Kroenke. We're trying to get through to them. And then what is the name of that LLC underneath Kroenke? Premier Parks LLC. We're getting a hold of them, so hang on, Dennis. Meanwhile, we're talking to our other experts. We talked to Michael Plantangle, Electric and Tax Relief. We'll go back to him in a minute, but I want to talk to Shane. As you know, we check in with businesses on and off the referral list, but of course Shane Karen with Zero Res Denver, one of our preferred carpet cleaners. They're on referralist.com, and I wanted to check in with him mainly for the ZR Shield. Now, the World Health Organization came out a while ago saying that they exaggerated the amount of virus spread through hard surfaces. They don't think it's spread through hard surfaces. And then the Center for Disease Control came out and said that's wrong. It absolutely is. And they showed scientific evidence. And then the World Health Organization had to walk back their comments and amend them, saying yes, hard surfaces can contain the virus. What happens if you get a package? Theoretically, you can put the package down on your counter and transfer. Groceries can transfer the virus, and that's just the way it is. And that's an explanation because some people that never went out got them because they had deliveries. But Zero Res Denver, of course, they use this empowered water. It's energized, I think, alkaline-based water that really, really kills and cleans and is a powerful stain fighter for carpets. But then they came up with this ZR Shield for hard surfaces. And by the way, it's shown to kill pathogens on contact. But the other part is it leaves a protective shield. Shane, this protective shield, do they know how long it lasts?
You know, it varies some depending on that surface. You know, there's a surface that you never touch. It'll stay on for the life of that surface. A high touch area that you rub all the time, a doorknob and that kind of stuff, it's going to be much shorter time framed in the life of that surface. And so that varies, and there's a lot of factors that go into that. But we are confident that we can guarantee up to 90 days that you'll have substantial protection from viruses and bacteria on those surfaces. For instance, like in your kitchen, right? Your kitchen door handles, the knobs to open up the doors, kitchen drawer handles, that kind of stuff, we can come in clean it, sanitize it, and then apply ZR Shield to it to protect that from viruses and bacteria for up to 90 days. And so you're getting best of both worlds. You get the carpet done right that we've always done. It's the right way to clean. You sanitize that surface, and then you apply ZR Shield to protect that surface for an extended period of time. A lot of people talk about, hey, we can come in and disinfect and sanitize. Within just a few seconds or a minute, it's dirty again, right?
Right.
And so you want to be able to protect it for an extended period of time and rest and be confident, rest assured that it's protected. You can do that on porous and non-porous surfaces, so your countertops. We can do this in your home or at businesses. It's just the right way. So you're going back and forth from the CDC and the WHO. Who knows, right?
Well, actually, no. They've concluded that it will live on surfaces. There is proof of that. World Health Organization.
Right.
What's that?
My point is this, right? Regardless of them going back and forth and bickering, just rest assured and know and be confident that you're protected, right?
Right, exactly. And
get it cleaned right, sanitize it, protect it.
Now, what I'd like to know is, do you put, if I had a restaurant, for example, or an office, I'd want to do it on a periodic basis, just get on a regular schedule, and you never have to worry about it.
That's right.
So
once a quarter, let's just call it once a quarter, you're just hitting those, and we're going to work out a great deal for those businesses or homes that need to get it done. For right now, in a home, a kitchen, it's going to cost you $75 to come in and ZR Shield it. Now, we're going to clean that, we're going to sanitize it, and then shield it. $75 for a kitchen, $35 for a bathroom, $30 for a bedroom, right?
Yeah.
It's not like it's thousands of dollars to go do this. It just makes sense. Be protected, be cautious, and know that you've got the right service, the right process, doing it each and every time.
Yeah, I mean, this. How long has this stuff been around?
I don't know that exactly. We didn't come up with the actual product. We've just partnered with the developer of this product and incorporated it into the process of our cleaning. It's an additional service that we can offer in response to what's going on. We are a part of the solution to the problem that faces us.
Right.
And so, the technology has been around. The product we use is Zetrozil. It's been around for some time. We've just now put it together with our zero-res cleaning, added that process to it, and we can come into a business or a home, in cars. It doesn't matter what the surface is, keyboards, screens.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. We can apply it and take care of it.
I appreciate that, Shane.
Do your helicopter.
Yeah, I know. I'll tell you, it's good stuff for everything, especially commercial. I can't see why people wouldn't do it. And again, Zero Res Denver is at 303-471-5150, 471-5150, ZeroResDenver.com. So my obvious question is this: are people catching on and using it? Shane, I'm sorry. Did he?
But they are.
Okay.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can now, yeah.
Yes, they are. We've got openings. We can take care of businesses. We can come out, give you an estimate, let you know, put you on a program and once a quarter to get it done. But like anything, it takes time to get that message out, get that information out.
Sure.
And we sure do appreciate being on your show.
No, I really do think it's wonderful. I looked into it, so I wanted to make, before I even agreed to it, and then I realized you guys picked it up, because there are people selling a version of this. It's not this product, but they're claiming lifetime protection, which is BS. Zero Res Denver is a realistic company. They do cleaning, and they say, like they're confident they can give you a protective coating for 90 days. Deputy Doc.
Can you feel any kind of residue after the process?
No, you're not. We're going to come in and put it in with electrostatic sprayer or a mister.
Yeah.
We cleaned and sanitize that surface, and so it dries. You won't see it. You won't feel it on that surface. You're not going to see it on your screen, and so it's a fantastic product that doesn't leave a residue.
Now, when I use Windex...
Well, it leaves a residue. Let me. You're not to be able to feel it or see it.
No, I understand. When I use Windex on my counters or something, will it take it off?
No.
Okay.
No, the bond that it adheres to that surface with is extremely what's the word I'm looking for?
Durable.
Extremely durable.
Durable, yeah.
On that. Yeah.
All right, Zero Res Denver, of course, for carpets too, ZeroResDenver.com. Do you have any carpet specials?
Right now, Tom, we're offering 3 areas for $99, $100 to come in areas up to 200 square feet. So for $3, or sorry, for $99 to get 3 areas done, it's a great deal.
Yeah, and then you can add starting at $30 a room. It's a good package. Thanks. And of course, you don't have to take the ZR Shield or the carpet cleaning. They can sell either of those separately. 303-471-5150, 471-5150. Stan has a problem with a water heater. Hang on, Stan. We'll come back to you, okay? Hang on. And then we have more coming up. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. I love this man. Let me tell you, every day I get a great review on what he did for people. He helped someone. He didn't even list the house. I swear to you, another real estate person he consulted just to be nice and gave tips on how to sell this house, and it moved. And it's just great. Great. Frank Duran, if you're looking to buy or sell real estate, go to him first. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com, 303-920-1622.
Here, 30 seconds till Ideal Home Loans and Joe Lazare.
Plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, and drains, and I
Fix It 24/7 to take care of me. Great news. Fix It 24/7 is offering $77 off any repair. Leave your cares and troubles behind and let them take care of you. $77 off. 720-52.
10 seconds, Ideal Home Loans, Joe Lazare.
Home.com.
Ideal Home Loans is the company that I urge you to contact for home loans. First of all, they are direct mortgage lenders, and they were born and bred right here in Colorado. So that is what you want, a locally owned and operated company with you in mind, and not two loans are the same. They make sure you get the best loan for you. It's not just a 30-year fix. First of all, you get to pick whatever term you want. You can have 30 years. And then you get the lowest rates because they're direct mortgage lenders. Another thing, you get pre-approvals, which are like cash deals. That means they just need the title work and the appraisal, and you're done. Also, credit optimization, tweaking your credit, even though you're approved, to get you even better pricing, and the interest rate guarantee. Do you know if rates go down over the next years, you don't have to worry. They will refinance you free of charge, and then you have another 2-year guarantee. 303-867-7000, idealhomeloans.com. All right, we live in uncertain, weird times. That's why you hear me touting Joe Lazare. Listen, I know I don't have a bunch of criminals listening to my show, but I do have people who sometimes life doesn't go perfectly. DUI, shoplifting, assault, neighbor versus neighbor. Who knows what the heck's going on? Even some of these political rallies, people get arguing. I'm saying this, that if you need representation for anything, consider Joe Lazare. Give him a call. You'll like what you hear. And then, of course, if you hire him, it's a flat rate pricing on defense. Now, of course, I'm going to give you the phone number and the website. And I hope you never need them. But put it away now so you don't have to shop under a time of stress. Maybe you can refer a friend or a neighbor or a loved one. 303-429-6200. 303-429-6200. Or LazareLegal.com. That's 2 Z's and 1 R. LazareLegal.com.
Shop then don't go crazy. Go nuts at nuts.com. Your one-stop online pantry shop.
When you feel a tickle in your throat every now and then, do you think, do you do this?
Yes, absolutely. You think, is this going to go away?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, wait, is this the big one? Elizabeth, is this the big one? You remember that from...
Yep, Sanford or son.
Elizabeth, it's the big one. Guys, I have cold pizza.
I'm
the
good.
kids.
I'm good for now, thanks.
You all piss me off. I can't tempt these bastards.
So does Donnie B help?
Cold pizza?
Sure, I'll take one.
All right, you want me to warm it up?
Yeah, a little bit there. I'll put it in there. I can do it.
I got it.
Or is it the whole thing?
Yeah, just put it in like this. I think it'll be better. I'll put a top on it. And then you can do what you want with it.
You a free copy of my new book, Wealth Beyond Wall Street, because according to Time Magazine,
And here's some plates.
case has failed millions of Americans. After losing 35% of my IRA in the crash years ago, I said enough. And since then, I discovered a way to grow money potential double digits, reduce taxes dramatically, and the next market crash hits. When the next market crash
Gotta go shopping. I'm running out of supplies.
Oh, what do we need besides Diet Coke?
Oh no, I need my plasticware and stuff. I don't like washing a lot of stuff, so I use this plasticware and paper plate.
How many do you?
Especially with the kids.
You watch any movies with them?
Yeah.
This week? What'd you watch?
We didn't watch them this weekend because you know what? We had my daughter was doing painting and my son was doing
computer stuff.
Yeah. So this week they did a lot of creative. She did a lot of creative stuff. She loves art. So I bought her a bunch of stuff to keep her busy. And
good.
I wish they did more outside stuff, man. It's just the kids nowadays, and not just them, but a lot of kids nowadays, they're not doing the outside stuff anymore.
Right.
I used to be out on my bicycle all the time with my dog. And
I'm sure you never were told when to come home, right? My mom had one rule. Dinner was at 6. You miss dinner, you make it yourself. That's all. She said, you know, if you come in at 7, 8 o'clock, you're on your own. And you know, in the summertime, on days like this, kids, we didn't want to come in at 6 o'clock. It was like the middle of the day. You know, my dad would come home from work, my mom would have dinner.
But I just want to say I love the show, and I'm always like, it's not annoying. Are you kidding me? That's like the best comment you can give us. So,
well, it's annoying when you're eating food. Join Zach and Donald twice a week as they interview former cast members.
Around YouTube somewhere, they tried to arrest a woman because she let her kids go to the playground unattended.
This report is sponsored by
Wow.
Allstate.
Isn't that crazy?
Oh,
wait. I think you're up. Thank you.
Quick starter. With an Allstate agent, you get a local expert and help finding the best that works for you. And because they live in your community, you can always count on them to be there when you need them most. Plus, when you bundle home and auto, you can save. So call your local Allstate agent today. Are you in good hands?
Tell your smart device to play 630 KHEL.
All right, 10 seconds, gentlemen. Get back.
10 seconds.
While you're working from home.
Getting 630 KHEL from iHeartRadio.
Denver's talk station. Available on over 2,000 devices.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-829-8255. I mean, RenewHomeInnovations.com for beautiful bathrooms and the most amazing financing, 5 years, same as cash. Man, if you follow that along and do it the right way, that's free money. Now, of course, after 5 years, you're back charged interest, so that's why they do it for those who don't pay. But you can get 5 years, same as cash. And Renew Home Innovations does American Standard showers, composite stone crushed with resin. It's beautiful stuff. No maintenance. And they will custom fit that shower to you. 303-904-2000. 904-2000. RenewHomeInnovations.com. Back to the phones. And we're trying to solve problems, answer questions, take complaints. We have a question for Larson Tax Relief. Michael, now that collections and audits have started back up, somebody got an audit notice and collections, what do you guys handle? You handle an audit. How do you handle an audit for people? What if they decide to hire you and it's dangerous enough that they need help? What do you guys do with an audit?
Well, generally what we'll do, Tom, is we will guide them through the documentation that they need to submit, and we will review it and go over it all with the client first. And oftentimes in audits, these folks need more time to gather the documentation. And generally, people with professional help have a lot more success in getting extensions than when they just do it themselves.
Can you represent them with the IRS?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Now, we don't generally specialize in audits. We'll work closely with accountants.
Sure.
To work with the client to get it all together.
And that's LarsonTaxRelief.com, 844-LARSON-TAX. Stan, what's going on with you and this company called Home Crown Services? What's going on? Stan?
He should be there. I have him up.
Yeah, we haven't checked with him in a while. I don't know. Let's just move on. Okay. We'll talk to Vanjie. Is it Vanjie or Angie? Vanjie, what's happening?
It's Vanjie.
What's happening?
It's Vanjie.
Yeah.
Okay, what happened was I took my car to Try 85 Auto Repair. I was up in the mountains. I got it towed there, and I gave them $1,000 because they told me they were going to save me money.
What was it towed there for, though? Were you on vacation, or were you driving, or what happened?
No, I was driving up to the mountains, and my car started sputtering. So one of the workers met me up there, and then they helped me tow. And then the guy told me that he was going to save me money.
What did he say was wrong with it?
I gave him $1,000. Okay, I gave him $1,000. He said that it's $600 for the engine, $200 for labor.
But did he say what was wrong with it?
And plugs.
Did he say what was wrong with it?
They said that it was the engine.
Well, I understand. Well, what does that mean? The whole engine, a tune-up? What does it mean? The head?
I don't know anything about cars.
He said you need basically you need a bunch of engine work, and it's $1,000.
Basically, to put a new engine in there is $600.
There's no way. No one can put an engine in for $600. They can't even put a used engine in. So anyway, I need to see your work order, but let's just get right to the problem. How much did you pay in total so far?
$1,000.
Okay, and that was supposed to cover everything, right?
Yes.
Okay, and what's the problem now?
I haven't received my car back in 2 months and a week. I caught COVID. I had my brothers take care of it, but they keep giving them the...
Did you have... Wait, you had the coronavirus?
Yes.
How sick did you get?
I got sick. I'm barely still recovering.
Were you in the hospital?
For like a little bit, not that much.
Were you ventilated? Did you have to go on a ventilator?
No.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay, so is it your fault you don't have your car? Will he say, well, she never came to get it?
No, I keep getting texts from him to the point where it's getting nasty.
Well, let me ask you this: is the car done right now? Is the car done?
I don't know. That's the part I don't know. I keep getting texts. Oh, I'll get I'll get text saying I'll get it done this week. Weekend. And
well, if he put a whole engine in for $1,000, it's almost like fairy tale.
Yeah.
Here's what I can do. We can call, let Deputy Doc talk to him.
Okay.
I mean, we should call. We don't know where we stand right now. You don't know where you stand. At least let's find out where you stand. Try 85 Auto Repair. Where are they located?
It's off 124th and I think it's Highway 85. It's like a house.
Uh-oh. Okay. Highway 85 and 124th. Try 85 Auto Repair. Okay, so hold on. And Daff, if you can get that information. Stan, are you there now? Stan? Did we talk to him, by the way, or did we not?
He called back in.
Okay, Stan, let's talk. What's going on?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what's going on with Crown Home Services? What are they?
Okay, well, I guess they're a whole thing, but I've had them for plumbing through putting in a hot water heater.
And what happened? What went wrong?
Okay, well, here's the thing. I actually didn't find them myself, but I'm through American Home Shield, one of those warranty
companies. Oh, God, yeah. I never recommend them, but go ahead. What happened then?
Okay, so they said this company was over the day or like 3 days after I called. They put the water heater in immediately.
Well, that's good.
They charged me for... Yeah, I mean, and the gentleman that did it did a great job. But the person, I'm sorry, but as he was getting ready to put it in, he was letting the other one drain. He says, you got to give me the $400 now. So I asked him what that was for. He said, well, it's for upgrades. So I said, okay, that's fine.
Now, wait a minute.
Shower.
Under your warranty, was it supposed to be covered completely, or do you have a deductible?
No, I pay the $125 deductible.
Plus another $400?
My entire plumbing's covered, but he said there were 2 new valves to bring it up to code, and I understand that.
Okay, go ahead then.
So I gave him the money, And then I said, listen, as he was leaving, I said, I need a receipt. He said, well, we'll send you one from the office. I said, I want a copy also of the permit. So now I talked to somebody in the office one time, and the girl said, I'm a secretary and I know nothing about that because I wanted an itemized list.
Yeah, but listen, here's the deal, okay? And I know this sounds weird, but I don't care that much about a permit unless it's not done properly. You can call and ask for an inspection, but what do you care about a receipt? Now, tell me why. I mean, American Shield has a copy of this, but why do you care? And I'm not saying you shouldn't have one. I'm just wondering, what's the big deal?
I think he cares more about an itemized receipt.
It wasn't so much the receipt, sir. It was that I wanted an itemized breakdown of the part numbers because they charged me $400.
Right, and you want to know what it's for.
Yes, sir.
Did he show you? Did he show you the valves?
I see them in there now. So it's like just two valves on and off, like you would have for your sprinkler system.
Okay, so he replaced two valves. For 200.
Now they're saying they put in a what is it called? A holding tank. But
well, is there a holding tank there, Stan?
No, there's nothing there. That's why I decided to.
Well, here's what I think. Okay, but did they say you paid for the holding tank?
Yes.
Because I'm wondering if they screwed American Shield. You know what I'm saying? American Home Shield.
I've been in touch with them also through their, it's not their, what is it called? It's called the complaint department. But I've been in touch with them, and they can't get through to Crown anymore. And the Crown won't do anything. But they also sent me this receipt with a fake signature on it. And it doesn't charge me any, it's weird. It just says, not covered costs by AHS for...
I understand that. But, okay, so you just want to know what you paid for.
Yes, sir.
So here's what I don't understand. It's working, and you agreed to pay it. So here, I'm just trying to figure out what will okay, tell me what the receipt will do for you. Worst case.
They'll give me parts where I can call and check because when I talked to Applewood Plumbing, they said there's no way you should need a holding tank unless you've got a boiler in your house. And
that's okay. First of all, okay, you mean, is it a holding tank or are you talking about an expansion tank?
It's either one of them, sir. I don't know the difference, but there's nothing different in there than there was before. You do not have an expansion tank? I don't even know what an expansion tank looks like, but there's nothing different in there than there was before.
So what you're saying is you feel like you've been charged for something you didn't get?
Yes, sir.
I get it now.
There could be a new expansion tank on there, though, Tom.
Well, I mean, if he doesn't see it, but he doesn't see it. An expansion tank is different. And by the way, here's the deal.
It looks like a kind of a small propane tank on top of the water heater.
Yeah, or even smaller. But right, yeah, a little cylinder. Stan, what if okay, here's what I want to know though. If they write down on the receipt expansion tank and all that, that's what I'm getting at. What difference will that make? What will that show you? Unless you have someone inspect the water heater and the area.
I was going to get that. There's it's called Plumline. I don't know if you recommend them or not.
Yeah, of course. They're on our referral list. They're great people. You were going to have them look at it and compare. But here's the deal, okay? There's so many things wrong. First of all, when you have a home warranty, they look to get out of it as cheaply as possible. I'm even surprised you got a water heater, and they didn't say it was. And they didn't say it was pre-existing. I'm surprised.
Got a break soon.
And the other thing is, or normal wear and tear. How old's the water heater?
Gosh, it's 16 years old.
Well, you know what? I'm shocked. You know what? Kudos for them for changing it out. I didn't think they would. So no matter what, you didn't get hurt. But you want to know, did Crown Home Services pull a trick on you? Kurt, very quickly, let's take this comment on Crown. He has a comment. Go ahead, Kurt. What about you?
Yeah. He said that they put in look like sprinkler valves. Well, that's a gate valve. That's illegal. everything has to be a lever valve.
Well, we don't know what they put in. He's trying to explain. He doesn't even know what an expansion tank is, Kurt, so we don't know. What he has to do is have someone look at it, but he wants them to look at it and compare it to a receipt. And I don't think that's a bad idea. Deputy Doc, let's call Crown Home Services and say, look, you charge a guy $400 extra. He wants to know what he paid for. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, and then you can have somebody else compare it. Now I understand why you want it. You want someone else to look at that receipt and verify if you got it or not. I don't blame you. More coming up.
Clear. Master Rooter first in a minute, then Rocky Mountain.
This is Denver's talk station.
I don't know why I have a tip. Did he say a gate valve is illegal?
Illegal. First of all, I don't even know what kind of valve he put in.
I don't think it's a gate valve. Everybody puts in ball valves.
So we can't say that's what he did. We don't know.
I thought they were still using gate valves. I didn't think they were.
Sixth Avenue off highway, lots of troubles. Got a crash at Alameda and Santa Fe, causing delays.
I don't like them.
You know,
watch out for crash being cleared at Federal.
If you want, you can divide mine up
Watch out for police activity in the area of
with him if you want. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I got yours a minute after he is.
Whatever you want.
There's a 20% chance of afternoon thunderstorms today.
Retrofoam's long. Okay. Okay, good. Yeah.
6. Right now, partly cloudy in Denver and 75. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Pete Wagner. 6:30, K-How.
Today's forecast calls for clear skies, slight winds coming out of the northeast, and customized car insurance from Liberty Mutual, so you only pay for what you need. Liberty, 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 Liberty.
All right, this is really important. When you need a plumber, write down this number. You just heard that last call. These guys would have done it a lot less.
Thank you, Doc.
No issues with the warranty. There'd be no issues. Period.
Yes. What?
These guys do small jobs. They install faucets. I just got an email. Another company charges this guy $541 to install his own
Can you tell her I'll be out in
faucet.
3 minutes? Literally 3 minutes. They can wait.
Would have this been if they called you under 200.
3 minutes.
And by the way, they do not charge a trip charge in the Denver metro area, and they always give free estimates everywhere. If you're a senior or military or a single income family, you get additional discounts from their already low prices. 24/7 emergency service, small jobs all the way up to full-blown sewer line replacements, which they'll save you a lot of money on. Give these guys a call. If you own a house, you're gonna need a plumber. 720-434-3406. 720-434-3406.
New innovations in
1 minute until your Rocky Mountain Retro phones and Simple Floors.
Thank you, man.
can work for yourself. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and I want to tell you today about a new treatment for ED that is giving some great results for our patients. This new medicine is a combination of 2 of the most popular ED meds available, and we are pleased to be one of the first to offer it in the area. As a therapeutic practice, the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic is open, and we're not like the online pill companies that offer a one-size-fits-all approach to ED treatment. Our practice offers many protocols, and our treatments are shown to have success rates as high as 90%. And please know, our offices are not in hospitals, and we always follow proper procedures to keep them clean and sanitary. It's time to treat your ED, and this new medicine could be perfect for you. Call us at 720-440-7900. That's 720-440.
All right, here we go. 10 seconds. Rocky Mountain Retro and Simply Floors.
For just $99, you'll get a consult, blood work, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free.
Rocky Mountain Retro Foam, to me, there shouldn't even be a discussion. I would have them out to my house for a home energy audit or just for an estimate. If you think your home is under-insulated, and most homes are, they were built 20, 30 years ago, even 10 years ago, some homes are under-insulated, and you can start saving money immediately. Now, you can do a home energy audit for just $175. That's after the Excel rebate. And they'll show you scientifically if your house is losing energy and where, and then you can do the DIY tips to get it done and start saving money. That's just do-it-yourself stuff. They'll do all of this for just $175. Now, if you need to insulate your home, they can do it from outside your house and not disturb your living space at all. And they can do it in 1 or 2 days. It's the most fantastic product. It injects in your walls and fills every nook and cranny way better than any other kind of insulation. FoamYourWalls.com, 720-676-6333. Start saving money. 720-676-6333. FoamYourWalls.com. Speaking about saving money, how about routinely saving 20, 30, 40% from SimplyFloorsInc.com? You do not compromise on the brands of flooring. These are not off brands or seconds. These are all the popular kinds, all the popular ones. Luxury vinyl tile, laminates, hardwood, carpeting, action traction, waterproof carpet, ceramic tile, natural stone. Here's the deal. Buddy and Karen Mitchell will pass savings on to you from their buying club. All you have to do is call them for an appointment or get on SimplyFloorsInc.com, SimplyFloorsInc.com, 303-456-4660. Thanks. How long time do I have? I have to go out. How much?
You got 2.5 minutes.
Okay, listen. Have Mark start the segment if I'm not back. I got to go give my car to the service.
Okay, if I can find it, you know how hard it is to find it.
Hey, Mark, are you there? Mark.
And they can do it all from overhead aerial technology with no contact. 100% satisfaction guarantee. You'll love the way they clean. All right, I got it.
Yeah.
I got it, Dan.
Okay, very good.
I got it.
He's back. He's back.
I'm sorry. Yes.
False alarm. False alarm.
Get up to 28% discounts on insurance.
So hard to scrape this because it's
on myreferrallist.com since day one. In business 27
Do you want another one? Here's another one.
No, I'm good.
With more than 36,000 happy customers. 303-761-6400. 761-6400. ExcelRoofing.com.
If you still not refinance your mortgage, well, soon you might be kicking yourself in the head. Rates are at historic lows, so take advantage of our new fast track.
You know this is not a local company.
Low rate of 3.125 rate APR with our no closing costs.
These people?
That's right.
Who is it? I didn't even hear him.
Wesley Oakland with Westland Financial.
Oh, okay.
You think they are?
Yeah.
They do a brilliant job.
We can still probably save you money.
They go all over the country.
5-minute phone call to find out how you can save up to thousands of dollars a year. This amazing 3.1
And we're going to have
rate APR won't last long.
serious consequences with this virus.
Oh, I tell you what, it sounds like a lot of people are not paying their rent. When that comes out, there's going to be bankruptcies everywhere and stuff. When all of a sudden they get a $4,500 bill.
We're going to have a recession.
Yeah, that's possible.
Doc,
Yeah.
you don't want this pizza?
No, I'm good, thanks.
An iHeartRadio original podcast.
Yeah.
October 16, 1972. Two congressmen board a small plane in Alaska.
All right, gentlemen, back about 30 seconds.
In a massive search, they're never found. The case goes cold until a young reporter named John Walzak starts digging. What he finds is one of the strangest stories you've never heard.
I need to go get what was Diet Coke.
He said it was a bomb.
Listen to Missing in Alaska.
Hey, how are you doing on any of them?
Well, something's wrong with my phone.
10 seconds.
I need Dan. I'm waiting. Is Donnie B. Hill? He called me back right away.
Was that the mechanic?
No, Donnie B. is the one who,
713-55. Deputy Doc working on about 3 cases. We'll bring you up to date in a few minutes here. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Genesis Total Exteriors, by the way, every day, you just heard, right, a home improvement complaint. These people might be scamming, might not be, but here's the problem. Lack of information. And here's the other deal. You go to another list, you have no guarantees whatsoever. You have no discretion like we do. We go through that list. We background check everyone. We constantly monitor them, and Genesis Total Exteriors is one of them. You can trust Genesis. GenesisTotalExteriors.com and Mark Szymanski. Deputy Dan is dealing with him, right? Didn't you deal with him? You love him, you said. Genesis. And anyway, GenesisTotalExteriors.com for more information on home improvements. Every day you hear problems here, right? On that. What about the guy that paid for that water heater? I think he deserves to know why he paid extra. I wonder if this company, basically, I wonder if they keep doing that. Do they go to these Home Shield, American Home Shield homes and charge more. I want to ask people if they've ever had American Home Shield and the contractor that goes there upsells you. I wonder if that's a trend. Cosmo, what's going on with you? And we have lines open now at 303-713-TALK. Cosmo, what's happening?
Hi. So, about a week ago now, I got an email from a collection agency asking me for about $8,400 from the property that my parents are renting out of. I was on a lease with them.
How much do they want from you? $8,000?
They want, yeah, like $8,410 and change.
Okay, why? Why?
So I'm out of contact with my parents. Basically, I was living with them for a bit while I was in college, trying to make ends meet.
Did your parents send you to collections?
It's right now. It's saying that it's just the property management place. I don't.
Okay, here's what I need to know. What property management place? What property management?
Was what is it? Evergreen.
Okay, and who does Evergreen work for? Your parents? Were they managing your parents' property?
So my parents were just renting from them.
Oh, your parents were renting. I get it. And you were living with your parents.
Yeah, I was living with my parents.
Were you on the lease with your parents?
I was on the lease with my parents.
That's it. On a lease, when all of you people are on a lease together, they go for low-hanging fruit. They go for the easiest target. So where are your parents?
So I moved out, and here's kind of the problem. I moved out, and the day I moved out, my mom approached me asking me to sign a lease extension. Otherwise, they weren't going to be able to afford where they were living, and they were basically going to be homeless.
So what? And if the landlord knew that, they needed you to qualify, is what they're saying.
Yeah. Exactly.
Did you sign the new lease extension?
I did.
Okay. Now, here's the big question: did your parents skip out?
They did.
Oh,
that's
boy.
what it's looking like. I don't have contact with my parents anymore.
Yeah, you keep saying that, so let's just go there. What's going on with you and your parents? Spill. What's happening?
Got
a break soon.
Are you good? Did you have a falling out? Is that why you left?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a huge falling out.
All right, hold on. Let's see how we can deal with this coming up.
About 1 minute till full of law.
Now, impact traffic.
Parents skipped.
By EY. Get your taxes prepared and filed fast.
Finally, a parent getting back. Maybe a tough deal, boy.
I-25 corridor, I-70 looking pretty good for the most part. Still a little bit of delay downtown, northbound I-25 between Colfax and 6th Avenue. Really nothing out of the ordinary there. The rest of the drive in fairly decent shape. Off-highway, got a crash at Broadway and Mineral to watch out for. Crews are on the scene. Police activity in the area of 35th and Chambers. Best to avoid that area altogether if you can. The weather forecast. Well, it's going to be a 20% chance of afternoon thunderstorms today with a high near 80. Right now it's partly cloudy in Denver and 75. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Pete Wagner, 630 K-How.
There's still time left to get...
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Stress-free. Let EY prepare your taxes for you with Tax Chat by EY. Connect with an EY tax pro right now at tax.chat. Download the EY Tax Chat app or call 1-833-TAX-CHAT.
Let's talk about John Fuller. He is a personal injury attorney. Here's the message I want to give you. If you're injured in an accident, don't depend on friends and neighbors and relatives to tell you what to do. You could ruin the entire case if you have a case. And to find out, call John Fuller free of charge. He'll answer your questions. He'll evaluate your case. It's free on an initial consultation. Now, if you guys decide to hire him, you can do it on a contingency fee basis where he only gets paid if he collects for you. 303-597-4500. Someone we've all used right here as our expert and as an attorney. PersonalInjuryCO.com, 303-597-4500.
When you weekend of working remotely can make people feel disconnected.
I went from catching up with coworkers around the water cooler to hanging out around my cat's water bowl.
Fortunately, CDW can help your employees stay connected by implementing a secure by design Google Chrome Enterprise solution that protects every Chromebook.
Hello, the boss is calling.
Mr. Whiskers sounds very demanding. IT orchestration by CDW. People who get it. Find out more at cdw.com/Google.
Are you thinking about selling your investments and getting out of the market right now? Hi, I'm Rick Edelman with 4 quick questions before you do. Do you have a diversified portfolio? Is your personal situation and are your long-term financial goals unchanged? Are you rebalancing your portfolio like you should? And do you have sufficient cash reserves? If you answered yes to all 4 questions, you don't need to change your investments. But if you didn't answer yes to all 4, then call us right here at Edelman Financial Engines right now. If you're not properly positioned to weather this storm, you could be at risk. We've helped thousands of people just like you get through wild markets just like this one over the past 3 decades. And we can help you get through this crisis too. If you're at all uncertain, call us at 888-PLAN-RICK. That's 888-PLAN-RICK. Or visit us at rickedelman.com. That's brycedelman.com. Call us. Call us right now.
Don't miss out on some of the all-time lowest interest rates. You can still buy or refi with Ideal Home Loans. Safely, remotely, securely, locally owned and operated. I'm a consumer advocate.
Ken, you're so funny.
My recommendation is like
Mark.
What's the problem?
With Cosmo?
Yeah.
So Cosmo's parents, his Cosmo parent is Babs. He goes, Babs skipped out on the poor Cosmo.
As a direct mortgage lender, he has a streamlined process that can be done entirely online and on the phone.
He's quick on Seinfeld, boy.
At 303-867-7000.
So those bikes,
IdealHomeLoans.com.
can they be ridden
urges you to shop
as regular bikes?
He simply wants a shop.
Yeah, they got pedals on it. It's just heavier. It's a lot heavier. 70 pounds just for the bike. So, I mean, you're going to be pedaling your butt out. But in
So are they
emergency,
power assist or total power?
you can go both. They say if going uphill, you might have to assist it going uphill. They won't be able to go by themselves. Plus, depending on your...
I don't see that compared to the baby maker.
So they're rated up to 260-pound guy. So you'd be able to,
Tool, so you can be there for your customers without actually being there. And the cost to use? Try it free through October 31st at Lowe's4Pros.
Baby maker. Look at that one,
Just one of the reasons why Lowe's is the new home for pros. Services subject to screen turns, Lowe's loyalty membership required, more terms.
$2,000.
Tell your smart device to play 630 KHOW on iHeartRadio. Then, all right, 10 seconds, you're back. King from home.
Getting 630 KHOW from iHeartRadio.
Denver's talk station. Available on over 2,000 devices.
E-bikes are the biggest things, man. They're all over.
Yeah, they're going.
Bikes. One of the biggest things out there now, electrically assisted bikes, electric motors, chargeable, rechargeable. If anyone has personal experience with e-bikes, call us. Even if you're a dealer, 303-713-TALK or 303-MARTINO. Now, if you're listening to a podcast and you know someone, call us the next day. It doesn't matter. 303-MARTINO, 303-627-8466. Okay, let's go to the phones. Now, Cosmo, it sounds like you're in trouble if you signed on the dotted line because they can go after any one of those parties for the whole thing. So you got a problem, which means you have to deal with your parents. Did you and your parents have an agreement? Cosmo?
What?
Did you and your parents have an agreement?
We had an agreement when...
Like when you signed for them.
Final lease extension.
When you signed for them, what was the agreement?
The agreement was that I sign and make sure that they're not homeless, and
they wouldn't hold you responsible. Did they say they would make sure you don't get any? You're not like. In other words, do you have a written agreement with them, or she just said, "Hey, don't worry about it. This won't come back to haunt you."
No written agreement or anything, just verbal.
So where are your parents right now? Do you know?
They're somewhere else in town. I know they have a new place. I don't know where or anything like that.
You can rat them out to these people, but these people are going to go for the lowest hanging fruit, as I said.
Yeah.
So.
And I'm pretty sure out of the 3 people on the lease, I'm the only one with a job right now. So.
Oh man. It's bad. You're going to get a judgment, and they're going to garnish it. You might want to make a settlement with them. I don't know what to tell you. You're going to be responsible. I think that was your main deal was you were a cosigner. Cosigners are signers, basically. You're just as responsible as they are. And that's going to be the problem. Sorry about it. Brian, you work for American Home Shield. They send you out on jobs for warranties?
I work for a company that contracts with American Home Shield.
Okay. Here's what I was concerned about. I'm wondering, so you guys go out and do the job, and then American Home Shield pays you, right?
Correct.
So it's a real deal. They pay you for jobs, the ones they don't get out of. But do you guys upcharge often? Are you allowed to? What's the rule?
No, I mean, like if I work on a washing machine and I notice that the fill hoses are looking kind of ratty, we'll offer to sell them some new drain,
Sure.
Some new fill hoses.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with upselling. I'm just wondering if
things like that. But I guess what I wanted to say is American Home Shield, out of all the other warranty companies that I've done work for in the past, they actually fix things and they actually replace things. They never question anything.
Well, that's good. If that's the truth, that's good, because most of them we've heard of, they say this: you pay for, let's say 10 items in your home, you pay to insure them. And guess what? We tell you at the time they break down if they're qualified or not, because they don't do inspections of the home. But normal wear and tear is not covered. Owner abuse is not covered. There's all kinds of stuff not covered, but you're telling me they don't look for excuses.
No, they just, I'm surprised at some of the jobs I've had to do. Sometimes the amount of money they got to pay to fix something is, costs more than what the machine's worth. But they give us a limit. I'm not sure what the limit is, and if it's under this, fix it.
Well, thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. That's good to know. That if you're telling me the truth, then hey, I have no reason to believe you're not. Then you're saying they do fix things. Our experience has been with home warranties in general, that you pay now, we tell you later what's covered. That's basically it. And we tell you based on whether or not it was pre-existing, or whether or not it was a manufacturer's defect or owner abuse or whatever. And then that's the problem. You're paying all those years for coverage but don't know if it's covered. And that's my biggest problem with home warranties. If they would inspect a home and say, okay, we're not covering this because it's already owner abused, or this one has too much wear and tear, but we will cover these, and then you pay for what you cover. Anyway, it doesn't work that way. I know it doesn't work that way with Excel Energy's warranty, but he's telling me American Home Shield has never balked or questioned. Well, we have another hour to go on the Troubleshooter Show, 303-713-TALK. I urge you to stick around. We'll take all of your calls coming up, and we will try to solve them where we can right after this.
Boy, there is a lot of... Somebody bitched about this Granberry commercial. It is a lot. They're on a lot.
Yeah, but there's a lot of them that are on too much, man. I swear to God.
Mark, did he go away? Oh, I can't even call him.
So what exactly is sugar taming? We start with lower sugar than other cereals, then use only whole grains to help slow sugar absorption. This helps to stop eating and reduce the deadly effects of caffeine. Cereals without whole grains speed up sugar absorption, which is certainly not good. Grain-covered cereal with a major amount of sugar is nearly as good for your brain. So
for the presidential election year are taking shape. Democratic candidate Joe Biden's campaign has agreed to 3 scheduled debates with President Trump this fall. He also suggests they meet in venues where social distancing measures are in place. A growing number of states are seeing an increase in new cases and hospitalizations in the coronavirus outbreak. They include Florida, Arizona, and Texas. The Defense Department is asking for more funding to battle the outbreak. DoD Undersecretary Laura Lord says the department estimates the $10.6 billion approved in March will likely need to double.
I would say a lower double-digit billions.
Iranian authorities confirmed they will send the black boxes from that downed Ukraine international flight that crashed in Tehran to France for review. Iran accidentally targeted the passenger plane with its defensive missile system. All 176 on board died.
When did that
Existing home sales plunged 9.7% last month. This is ABC News. Ford is bringing back an iconic brand, the Bronco, but the automaker is changing the unveiling date to avoid association with one of the SUV's most infamous passengers.
Ford is delaying the debut of the new Bronco to avoid a collision with history. The unveiling of the 2021 model had been set for July 9th, but that also happens to be the birthday of O.J. Simpson. Simpson, famous for riding in a white Bronco during a televised 1994 low-speed chase through Los Angeles after failing to turn himself in. He was charged in the double murder of his wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and her friend Ronald Goldman, eventually acquitted. Dave Packer, ABC News.
In New York City, the statue of President Theodore Roosevelt on horseback will be removed from the outside of the Museum of Natural History. The statue shows the president with a Native American and an African American on foot next to him. The museum received a request for its removal because it, quote, explicitly depicts black and indigenous people as subjugated and racially inferior. Clayton Sandell, ABC News.
This is an entire witch hunt now throughout the entire country for the
Sure
rest
is.
of our
Don't
lives.
understand why.
Sure is.
Because our way works great for us, but it may not work for your clients. That's why Fisher Investments
I'll guarantee you they're out looking for a defense.
It's the highest standard for.
And they're going to cave.
So, what do you
Everyone
provide?
will. Yeah.
Cookie cutter portfolios like the rest of us?
No cookie cutter portfolios here. Fisher Investments
automatic.
tailors portfolios to meet each client's goals and needs.
Well, you do sell investments that earn you high commissions, right?
There's no doubt in my mind.
Clients?
No, Fisher Investments doesn't sell any commission investment products, and we never earn commissions on trades.
So what's in it for you?
Fisher Investments fees are structured so we do better when our clients do better. When it comes to helping clients achieve a comfortable retirement, we're clearly different. Visit FisherInvestments.com to find out why investors like you switch to us. Fisher Investments, clearly different money management.
Investments in securities involve the risk of loss.
K-How News Time, 103.
Lines have been extremely long for emissions testing in Colorado since stations reopened a few weeks ago, but 2 new ones are getting back to business today.
The new locations are in Loveland and Golden. Testing is currently available at 10 other stations. Due to the pandemic, there are some new restrictions. Only 1 person is allowed inside the vehicle.
Yeah, it's going to be a different world, at least for a while.
Colorado was asking that you wait until July to get your inspection.
Yeah. I want to come and get that today. I'm so sorry I didn't get there over the weekend. Can you hold it for me?
Some Denver neighborhoods are concerned that the lack of parking enforcement is putting their safety at risk, and more people.
And they said they were gonna hold it till Sunday. They said.
Our street sweeper can't sweep because the block is full of cars.
Okay.
During the
All right.
pandemic, parking enforcement was stopped, but
Okay, thanks.
permit enforcement resumed on
Well, I mean, there's no way I can get a deal like that. It was a refurbished for. I'll never get one like that. So.
business as well. And Denver's History Colorado Center reopened
I know.
today with
I know.
precautions. That's the latest. I'm Chad Hoffman.
All right. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Bye.
This report is sponsored by Premier Members,
Yeah,
the
lost it.
artisans of banking.
Eastbound I-76 is
Was that at,
between Highway 85 and Sable because of vehicle fires.
Where?
Take Highway 85 north to 120th, then east to Sable and south on Sable to get back on I-76. The rest of the highway drive around the metro area looks good, just some volume.
So you never really know on these electric bike reviews which ones truly are.
There's a crash in Littleton.
I heard a little bad. That's a GoFundMe site, not a GoFundMe, but what do you call the?
Overnight tonight. Mostly sunny tomorrow for your Tuesday with a high.
Not a GoFundMe.
They're on the market, aren't they?
Yeah, but they were they were looking for investment people.
You break.
It's called Baby Maker.
Look at that. Doesn't have a chain. I wonder how strong it could possibly be, that motor. How strong? It doesn't look like it could be that strong.
Break for savings. at becomepremier.com.
All right, how about saving up to 50% on sewer line replacement? I hope you never need it done, but the guys at Master Rooter own their own excavation company, their own employees, of course, and these guys can do sewer lines for less than almost anybody out there. In fact, anybody that does it cheaper. And this isn't some little mon-pa operation. This is a big plumbing company with
Where'd you find that one?
Babe Maker?
Yeah.
Here it says meet this is it says meet the Babe Maker, the terrible e-bike that just raised $4.7 million. That went on a 22-hour.
What's that?
If you do, or if someone told you you do, please.
Terrible bike?
I don't know. You can't. Where's the battery at?
Mine says it's a great combination of lightweight, fast, fun, loading.
But where's the battery at?
I don't know. It's inside.
But when the benefit is a life saved, how do you value that? We'll talk about it with Harvard economist.
See, that would be bad, I think, inside there to try to replace it.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now.
Welcome to the show. Okay, we are here to help you as we do each and every day. This hour brought to you by RealCBDThatWorks.com. Just put Tom in the promo code, get 25% off. RealCBDThatWorks.com. Okay, so Kevin, what's going on with you? And let's talk about your debit cards. What's happening?
Well, I received 2 unsolicited debit cards, a PayPal Cash MasterCard and a U.S. Bank Visa Relia card on the same day.
Now, are you sure it's not from your government check? Do you have any unemployment or subsidy checks coming?
No. And I received my stimulus check in my bank account.
And what about, you don't have any unemployment, right?
That's right.
Well, debit cards are usually based on an account. So what account are they linked to?
I don't know. We use PayPal, but I certainly don't have any balance out there.
No, I understand. So PayPal sent you a debit card. And is your U.S. bank account linked? Do you have a U.S. bank account?
I only have a U.S. Bank Visa, and I do not have a checking account.
Then where? Okay, how do you have a? Okay, when you got the card, look up the number, go online and sign up and get an online access and find out what account it's linked to.
Well, it's not linked to any accounts right now. It's saying that you need to. One of the things that you do is. Here it is.
It could be a solicitation. In other words, to open an account. What does it say? What documentation did you get with it?
Well, it came like a regular Visa card would,
right.
I suspect, and it says, but it's one of those that you have to fund it first.
Okay.
So, and they're telling you how you can do that.
Okay, I got it. Okay, so it's a solicitation.
Well, it's an actual card.
I understand that. It's a solicitation. I'm sent cards all the time, like Diners Club and other ones. It's a solicitation. I don't want it. You don't use it. You throw it out. You shred it. What they're saying is if you want to use this, start funding it, and you can use it. It's a solicitation to open an account. If you read the paperwork, it'll tell you that. By funding this, you are opening an account.
Okay, I'll check that out.
No, that's what it is. By opening it, here's what I was concerned about. That somebody opened an account in your name and you happen to get this through the mail. But usually if someone is going to hack your identity, they don't put your genuine address on there. So, I mean, that might be one thing, but you're saying it's not that. They tell you that you can fund it And that's why. They want you to open an account, and that's their way of doing it. And I don't know, PayPal is I've never heard of a debit for PayPal. So that one I'd look into. I'd call PayPal and ask them what it is. I'm going to Google PayPal debit card. I didn't even know why would they do a debit card? Because they normally do credit, or you fund through your bank account.
So
okay.
you could, I don't know if they do or not, but I'm sure it's to get cash from your PayPal account quickly.
Okay, yeah, no, they have a cash card. They have a card. That's a solicitation too. Is it a MasterCard? Which kind is it? Is he on still? No. Okay, yeah, they were solicitations. 303-713-TALK. Steve, what's going on with you, Steve? Welcome to the show.
Hey, just curious. I'm trying to refi my house.
Yes.
And my debt-to-income ratio is too low. The only way I can do it is by paying off a new vehicle.
Okay.
So I don't know what you think about I'm going for a 15-year loan. And what do you think about putting a depreciating asset on a home loan for 15 years?
Well, if you have to do it what is your interest rate right now?
Yeah, they're both about the same. They're going to be about 3.25%. The car loan is 3.25%.
Okay, now.
And the refi is 3.25%.
If you have to but what's your house loan right now? Right now, your home loan.
I owe 162. I was going to borrow 200.
No, I'm asking, what is your rate on your home loan?
4.25.
Okay, so you're going to do better in rate, and you're going to borrow how much?
I wanted to get windows, so the way they can do it is $200K. Then I owe $24,000 on a Tacoma pickup truck.
No, I understand. Why though why are you getting so much money out on your home? I'm just curious. Normally, that's not a great idea.
Yeah, I wanted to get windows, but I don't think the way it's working.
But how much do you owe on your home? You only owe 62?
162.
160. I'm sorry. Got it. Now I understand what you're doing. Okay, I understand completely. Listen, what I would do if you ever do this or ever have to, let's say you really want to refi, and the only way you can do it is to have a vehicle paid off. If you want to borrow the money and pay it off with that, that's okay if that part of the loan you pay off quicker. And that's important because that part of the loan you need to pay off quickly, or as quick as you would a car loan. Otherwise, what happens is that starts hanging on your equity, and then soon you got to replace it, and you have the old one still on your home. It gets really messy, and it's a waste of money. So if I were you, if you
more payments on principal
for that until that thing is paid off, that's right. Until that part is paid off, then it won't hurt you.
Okay.
But that's the only way I would do it. Now, you're getting this loan to get windows, right?
Yeah, but see, I'm only going to be able to get out the way my debt to income is. I'm only going to end up with about $8,000, which is probably not enough for windows.
Well, where are you looking for windows?
I haven't really shopped around yet.
Okay. Well, when you do, go to the referral list, please, because we have good window people there, really good. And in fact, I'd go to KH Windows, KH Home Solutions, and just check them out and see how much. Sometimes these companies have financing available too. So, but no matter what, it wouldn't be a bad idea to refi if you could get your a lower rate. Now, if you refi less. Oh, well, like if you refi just to refi your house, just to get a lower payment, why not? You could always do that, and then later on go out and get an equity loan for windows if you need them. How badly do you need windows? What kind of windows do you have?
I got the ones that are in between the brick and the block. They're steel frame.
Oh, my goodness. The old single pane?
No, they were single pane, and then the guy bought it from back in the 80s, went to Sears and had them put the aluminum and glass over the top.
Like storm windows? Storm windows?
Yeah, they're like storm windows, permanent, yeah.
Okay. Well, again, James, that's all in the math. How long are you going to stay in the house?
Oh, probably till I go out feet first.
Okay. Well, do you think those windows... Okay, here's an idea. When was that house built?
1954.
Okay. Here's what I would do, too. This is $175 to get a home energy audit. That's after the XL rebate. I would call Rocky Mountain Retrofoam to get a home audit, and here's why. They'll tell you how much your windows are losing, and if they're not losing that much, then you may not want to do it. They'll tell you where your real heat loss is, where it really is. And let's say it turns out to be windows. Now you know. What if it turns out to be insulation behind the brick?
There is none. It's brick and block.
Oh my God.
Concrete block on the inside and then brick on the outside. So the whole outside, the inside of the house on the outside walls is all concrete block.
I wonder if they can insulate that with that retro foam.
The cells are probably too small. Plus with the mortar that they use is probably going to block a lot of that going down into the block.
Oh my gosh.
Because it's only 4-inch thick block.
Oh my goodness. Whew. That's not an energy efficient home. You might just be throwing money out the window, so to speak, by doing windows. I mean, it may not do you any good. Why don't you do what? You know, it's $175, man. It's the best money you'll ever spend to get really, Rocky Mountain Retrofoam is doing that right now, and not just to sell their product, because they know unless it shows you need it, you're not going to buy it anyway, so there's nothing to lose with that $175. Again, that's after the XL rebate. It ends up costing you $175. It's like $3 something, but you get it all back except $175, and you'll know for sure where your heat loss is coming from. That's the best thing you could ever do.
Winter though, right?
What's that?
You have to wait till the winter. I'd have to wait till the winter to do that one.
No. Here's why. They engineer the test with a blower door and thermal imaging. They can tell now.
The inside of the house.
They can do it. They can do it, and I would do it. Rocky Mountain Retrofoam, 720-676-6333. It's honest to goodness. This test, if you're thinking about doing anything, why not see where your money should go before just doing it blindly? We have more coming up.
Clear. 15 seconds till QC Manufacturing and become the banker.
NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt for in-depth coverage of the stories affecting us all in communities across the country. Turn to the most trusted TV news anchor in America.
All right, here we go.
Oh, please take care of yourself and each other.
QCColorado.com is where I got my whole house fan. And as I explained in the beginning of the show, the whole house fan pulls cool air from the bottom, expels hot air out through the attic, and it's one of the best investments you can make for cutting down on your energy bills, especially air conditioning. Now, obviously, you have to know when to run it. You run it when the lower areas are cooler, and I do that, and I save money. My air conditioner works about 90% less. In our other home, we just had this done. It has a full base. It has a basement that's totally underground. We now never use the air conditioner. I'm telling you that basement stays cool enough that pulling it out with the whole house fan has completely eliminated the need for air conditioning. Now, I'm not sure what yours will do, but I know you'll love it because you're going to have some great result. 720-398-4510. Installation is about an hour or so, and it's all remote controlled. They don't have to wire into your walls. QCcolorado.com, 720-398-4510. Another great investment, you've heard people ask me about what to do with their money or what they should do. One thing I can tell you for sure, if you had become the banker as one of your strategies, I'm not saying it has to be your only one, but you would have never lost a dime during this entire pandemic or even afterwards. Even when this all catches up with us, people with Become the Banker will still make a guaranteed 4% plus a 1% dividend, and that is from becomethebanker.org. That's where you sign up for this incredible opportunity, becomethebanker.org.
Using advanced FUE treatment has finally arrived in Denver. Michael Brown here. You know, if you have a receding hairline, thinning hair, bald spot, or maybe all three like me, well, you don't have to travel to LA or Seattle for the very best in hair restoration. Advanced Hair has decades experience using the state-of-the-art technology that's guaranteed 100% to grow your hair back. I've done the research, and I can tell you Then with Advanced Care, you always have the highest standard of care well beyond CDC guidelines. So I want you to join me in the battle against hair loss and restore your confidence with a full head of hair that can be truly life-changing. So I want you to be one of the first to schedule a free consultation, get special financing, 250 hair grafts for free, and $250 off your treatment. All you have to do is call 720-459-HAIR. Do it today to take advantage of the best team and the latest technology for hair restoration in Colorado with 100% guaranteed results. Call 720-459-HAIR or do yourself a favor and look at the before and after photos at advancedhair.com.
Hi, Brian here with Advanced Smudjacking. I've been lifting sinking concrete across the Front Range for over 25 years. I'll fix your sinking concrete and save you money. Call Advanced Smudjacking, 303-424-9441 or advancedsmudjacking@yahoo.com.
Season after season, quality there isn't. People trust K&H Home Solutions. Beautiful window siding and doors, roofing gutters and more.
K&H Home Solutions has withstood the test of time, celebrating 64 years in business. I met the original owner years ago and have known the current owner more than 30 years. Hi, I'm consumer advocate Tom Archie. I highly recommend the company I've done business with at my home with savings of 25% or more on windows, siding, and doors. June only, so you better make your appointment at khwindows.com. And we're talking custom fit, beautiful, energy-efficient windows and the best siding anywhere, Everlast siding with a lifetime of durability. As always, safe protocols with social distancing or available on Zoom. Call 303-421-7100 or khwindows.com.
K&H Home Solutions has what you're looking for.
In a bind? Don't waste time. Visit Check Into Cash. Check Into Cash offers fast cash at over 700 stores and online. Can't wait till your next paycheck? Try a payday loan. Want more money? Ask about installment loans. Even turn your car into cash with a title loan. Every state is different, so check into cash today. Find a store near you at checkintocash/trust or text TRUST to 55670 for a special offer.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company helps you customize your home insurance so you only pay for what you need. Unlike things you paid for you didn't need, like the Vacnado 2000. A Wi-Fi connected vacuum that uploads Dust Bunny data to the cloud for real-time optimization. Whatever that means. But really, it's just a very expensive doggy chew toy. With Liberty Mutual, get customized home insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
All right, back on about 30 seconds.
LibertyMutual.com.
Thanks. This report is sponsored by Westera Credit Union.
Just a beautiful Monday, a couple of passing clouds, a stray thunderstorm can't be ruled out later on today. The afternoon high, 80 degrees. I'm Fox 31 Pinpoint Weather Meteorologist Brooks Garner.
Join the campaign to promote Denver's local small businesses. Westera's marketing budget, your small business. Go to denverisopen.com to get started. Then follow Westera Credit Union on Facebook and share the posts when you see them. Local businesses. Check out denverisopen.com.
Denver's talk station.
All right, you're back.
Count.com.
Your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. All right, let's talk. And what's on your mind and how can we help you? That's what I ask each and every day. So, Jack, what's happening, Jack?
Yeah, I have an issue between my HOA and a window company.
Okay, what's the problem? First of all, did you have your windows done already?
I had the window company replace the windows.
Without going through the HOA?
I told them they needed to go to the HOA, and they didn't.
Oh, my God.
They put the wrong color in.
Oh, no.
And almost...
Now, hold on, Jack. Jack, the wrong color, meaning, is it the color you selected, but it's wrong because the HOA won't accept it? Or did you select that color?
No, I did not.
What color is it?
They had to get the white.
Okay, so obviously, do they handle any other colors?
Yes.
And is there a color that would have been accepted?
Yes.
Okay, then what is...
Can you paint them?
Well, that's the whole idea was not to have maintenance, right, Jack?
Yeah, the deal was you go to the HOA, you get their blessing on what color to select.
Jack, I get it. Here's what I want. Jack, I'm going to tell you something, okay? Unless you have this very specifically written in a contract, I'm going to tell you straight up, it's your responsibility. So, I'm hoping somewhere in your contract it specifies that they were going to get homeowner approval.
Well, it doesn't state it in the paperwork that I have.
Okay, well, Jack, let me ask you this. Again, these are very simple questions. If we call this company and say, you have to replace all of Jack's windows because you did not do what you promised and you did not get HOA approval, what will they say? Because that's the question you should have asked. Did you?
After the HOA told me that it was not acceptable and that the window company did not contact them, I got a letter from the HOA saying that the colors were not acceptable, that it would have to be corrected. I told the window company, why didn't you go to the HOA like I said? Well, the person who sold me the thing doesn't work here anymore. We don't know. So now they want to charge me another $1,000.
No, here for what? To do what?
To change the grid in the window and to give me the supply so I can paint the frame.
No, you're not going to paint them. That's crap. Listen, man.
I know.
Jack, you have no proof that they took responsibility for this, do you?
Well, they went to the thing the second time and got the form that the HOA requires.
Okay, Jack, if they promised you, I don't know why I'm not getting this answer. If they promised to get approval and they did not, what are they saying to you? Are they saying, as a result, we need to replace the windows, or are they denying it? Will they say, yes, we told him that? Because if so, Jack, you'll win in court. Will they admit that?
That's a good question. I don't know.
You never asked them straight up? You have never said to them, did you promise to go to the HOA? You never asked them.
Yes, I did.
And what did they say?
They said they don't know because the salesperson doesn't work there anymore.
Okay, let's see if they're going to tell us that. Because here's the problem, Jack. It's not their responsibility unless it's in the contract. It's your responsibility. I mean, this sucks, man. Your HOA is that strict, they won't let you go with the white?
No.
Man.
They've given me 2 months to get it corrected.
Jack?
Can you go to the board and get a variance?
No, he just said no. They won't let him.
He's going to be better off spending that $1,000 or trying to get them to give it to him and paint them or have someone paint them.
Here's the problem. Now all the non-maintenance goes out the window. Now you got to maintain them. But man, we need to call the window company. I want to hear what they say. And why didn't you have it put on the contract, Jack?
I thought that the salesperson made that notation.
Okay. All right. Hold on. What is the name? Why don't you get the name of the guy? That would give you strength. Do you have the name of the salesman?
The company said she doesn't work there anymore. So her name is Victoria. You don't want me to say that last name, do you?
I don't care. Let's look for Victoria and have her call us. Where did she work? What's the name of the company?
Victoria Ness at American Remodeling, Inc.
American Remodeling, Inc. And her name is Victoria what?
Ness. N-E-S-S.
Okay. If Victoria Ness, American Remodeling, if you're in town, if anyone knows a Victoria Ness, give us a call, Victoria, 303 Martino. Let's see if we can help out Jack, because if she admits she promised that, as an agent of theirs, they're going to have to do it. But that's the best we can do, Jack. Otherwise, we go to them and say, you better give him windows, change him out. And they're going to say, we never promised him that. That's what they're going to say. Victoria Ness. Victoria Ness, like Elliot Ness, right? Anybody remember that show?
Sure.
Okay.
Untouchables.
The Untouchables, I don't know. Maybe. Mark, you're too young for that one, right? Elliot Ness. Anyway, so let's do...
Is that the one that goes... Dun, dun, dun,
No. That's Dragnet.
Who was the guy that played? That played Elliot Ness.
Oh. And so anyway, here's what we're going to do. We're going to ask Victoria Ness to call us if she worked for American Home Remodeling. That's all we can do, man. Just hope we can find some proof. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Woo! I'm sorry. We got more coming up.
Clear. 1 minute till Rocky Mountain Retro and Frank Duran.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino now. Dan Kaplis today at 4, 630 KHOW, Denver.
I'll try to see if I can get it.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Tax Chat by EY. Get your taxes prepared and filed fast.
Eastbound I-76 is closed between Highway 85 and Sable because of vehicle.
I feel bad for this guy, man. I feel bad for him.
Then east to Sable and south on Sable to get back on I-76.
I'll bet you she promised him that.
Drive around the metro area looks good. Just some volume slowing on westbound 270
Probably
from
right.
the city. And off freeway, there's a crash in Littleton at Broadway and Mineral. Your forecast for today, partly cloudy with a chance for some scattered thunderstorms this afternoon. We'll cool off to the upper 50s overnight tonight. Mostly sunny tomorrow for your Tuesday with a high in the mid-80s. It's 77 right now in Denver. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Janine LaRose, 630 KNOW.
Thank you, Mike.
Yeah, Victoria Ness.
Retro Frank Duran, both long.
Who was the guy that played Elliot Ness? Robert, I can't think of his last name.
Tax software. Get a free notification quote right now at tax.chat. Download the Tax Chat app.
I'm sorry, hold on. What did you say, man?
Remember the guy who played Elliot Ness?
Rocky Mountain Retro Phone. That's the place to go for your home energy audit. You just heard me talk about that. You just heard me say, hey, if you want to find out where the waste is in your home, you can get this done for $175. The guy was going to spend money on windows. Maybe he doesn't need windows. Maybe you don't need insulation. Maybe you do. Whatever you need, you can find out scientifically for just $175 from Rocky Mountain Retrofone. Now, they're hoping if you need insulation, there's no obligation, that you'll use Rocky Mountain Retro Foam because they have incredible advanced insulation they can do from outside your house. And they can do it in just 1 day from outside in most cases and never disturb your living space, and it fills every nook and cranny. Look at this video, foamyourwalls.com, or call them for an energy audit, just $175 after your rebate, 720-676-6333, 720-676-6333. And while we're talking real estate, let's talk Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. If you want a free market analysis, call him. You may be thinking of listing your home. He's got 25 years of proven credibility, not just talking the talk, but walking the walk. In fact, he sells more homes in a month than most realtors sell in a year. And in a year, Frank can sell more homes than most realtors sell in their entire career. 303-920-1622. 303-920-1622. It is the place to go if you want a free home analysis or you want to list your home. You'll never do better than Frank Duran, therealestateman.com.
Not immensely. And we know how important...
Hey, Dan?
Yeah.
You have a Facebook account, right?
I do.
I just Googled Victoria Ness.
Yeah, she's not working. Go ahead.
Oh, she has a Facebook page.
I seen something. Are you sure it's the same Victoria
Well,
Ness?
you can find out.
Yeah, so she's not at American Remodeling anymore.
Right.
Oh, you knew that?
Yeah, he said that. That's the whole problem.
Oh, he said that? I thought you said he was working on it.
No. He said that she was no longer there.
Oh, shit. I didn't hear that.
just $99, you'll get.
So I do Victoria Nest, Denver.
Call us today at 720-440-7900. That'd be
Yeah, I'm here. What's going on? Uh-oh. We're down, guys. We're down.
Line two.
We're down, right?
My new book, Wealth Beyond Wall Street. Because
We're down. These fuckers. They sold that fucking laptop, too. Am I back?
Yeah, I got you.
I rebooted, man. Thanks for letting me know.
No credit card required.
I didn't even know, man. Thanks.
Yeah, I cut off like right at the end, like at 16:22, whenever like right at the phone.
Hey, we thought we were down. We thought we needed you there.
We may go down again.
So you might want to hang out.
We're good. I already talked to Ann. He let me know.
Okay, very good.
All right.
Hey,
Hi, it's Pat Woodard, and the disease is called PAD.
Doc, so there's Victoria Nest, but how do you know which one's?
Oh, I don't know. In my mistake,
One's from Oregon State, one's from.
Sometimes
We're down again. We're down again.
Sometimes they put their employer, but if it's not there, don't worry about it.
Am I out?
It's just a suggestion.
Yeah, whenever it drops like that, I'm done. I'm done. We're out. Okay. I'm going to reboot the computer. Just going to reboot. I'm going to pull this out. What the fuck, Dan? What? I want to go get that laptop. Now those bastards are pissing me off now. They fucking pissed me off. They sold that son of a bitch. $127. I know. I'm a cheapskate, right? See what Walmart has.
Really?
They have laptops, right?
Yeah, what about Best Buy? They have good prices?
No, not
They're
like
usually
that.
a
Not
higher-
dirt. You can't get dirt.
Walmart.
You cannot get dirt.
Here's this Acer for $179.
Okay, I'll get it. Where is it? What is on it? What's the specs on it? What's the is that a computer? It's not even showing the
Celeron.
Well, what does that mean?
Oh, it's Chromebook. You don't want a Chromebook.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
There won't be a mic on. Am I back?
Mark's up there.
I'm putting you back up.
All right. Okay, Tom Martina here. Mark, I'm not sure how long this will last, but
yeah, I got it.
we got some tech.
Hi, Tom. Quick question. I live in an HOA association, and one of the people in the estate stores was not stopped, was not challenged, and all the other units have regular sliding glass doors. I'd like to put in French doors because they didn't challenge or stop the other person. Do I have that right? Or once they...
Doesn't mean yours doesn't get enforced. So that would be a bad way to proceed.
Okay.
That would just be
Nothing that addresses that in the bylaws. I'm good to go.
No, that's not necessarily so either. See what you're trying to use, and I tried this once with a city, is that, wait a minute, you say I can't have a shack.
Is it closed stud?
You know, I can't have a shack, not a shack, but a shed near the fence
but everyone else does. They didn't care, and it didn't help. You're saying because one person has French doors, you should be able to. Did you talk to those people with French doors to find out how they did it?
Yeah, they just went ahead and did it. Didn't get permission. Nobody challenged it. The doors were put in.
Okay, you can. No, I'm saying you can do it. Okay, and if you do, and you get into a fight, they can go back after both of you now.
Okay.
So it's a gamble is what I'm saying, Terry. It doesn't automatically give you a green light is what I'm saying. Normally when one part of a contract is not enforced, it doesn't automatically give you carte blanche to go ahead and violate. Truly.
Okay.
So it would be a gamble. Are you going to take the gamble? I'm curious.
Yes.
If you do it discreetly, listen to this. Does it actually say no French doors?
No.
Oh, well, what makes you think it had to be a sliding door?
There's 36 units, 35 have sliding glass doors. This person has French doors.
But I understand that, but you're saying the covenants don't address it.
I don't know. I haven't looked in the bylaws close enough.
Not bylaws, covenants for that. That would be covenants. Because to me it would seem silly that covenants would outlaw a better door. Because French is better than sliding.
Okay.
So anyway, thanks. Colleen, what's going on with you? Colleen, welcome. 303-713-TALK. If you can get the Hormone Bros, it would be great. Colleen, what's going on?
You just talked to Colleen, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. Terry. I'm sorry. Terry, your turn. Go ahead, Terry.
Terry, this is Terry. I'm sorry. I was just waiting my turn.
Okay.
Hey, I have a car that belongs to my sister. I'm her power of attorney, which doesn't matter, but
yeah.
She has a car, 2003 Mercury Sable.
Yeah.
She's 84 years old, and I'm certain it's going to be her last car. It's in mint condition with 70,000 miles, which doesn't matter either. The car seems to alarm. The horn goes off, the lights flash anytime the temperature drops below 30 degrees.
Well, have her go to Florida. She's 84. It'd be a good place. Terry, I'm just kidding. Listen.
Ford wants $1,000 to put it on their...
Wait, who wants $1,000?
Well, I've put it on the home scanner. I've taken it to dealerships who put it on their scanner. They can't figure it out.
Okay, I'll tell you who can figure it out.
Go-to is the
Lakewood Electric.
Lakewood Auto Electrics will figure it out, Terry. I'd like to get him on. If Bryant can talk, I'd like to ask him for his hunch. If you can hang on, Terry. I'd love to find that out. Because they specialize in electric and weird stuff, and I think they can find it. But is it like clockwork, Terry? I mean, you seem to know. Why do you know it's when it's below 30? Is that so? Every time it's happened, it's been cold.
It's been cold, and usually moisture is involved, like freezing or.
And what stops it?
Warm weather.
No, what I mean is, you don't. No. These alarms don't just keep. These alarms don't just keep going on until it gets warm again, does?
Oh no! As soon as the temperature in the morning rises, we don't have any more problem with it.
No, but so you're telling me that it goes bam, 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 and you let it do it for hours and hours and hours and hours until.
Not at all. Not at all. We can, through the window, turn it off.
That's what I wanted to know. That's important to know. So you can turn it off.
Of course, yes.
And then it happens again in a little while?
Yes, sometimes it goes off 5 times a night. She doesn't get any sleep.
Okay, I got you. Now I got a clear picture of this. Okay, what we're going to do, Terry, first is get Lakewood Auto Electrics to talk to us on the phone, and then maybe arrange for your sister. Maybe he'll do her a favor. She's how old?
84.
Maybe he'll do her a favor. God bless her, right, as they say. So listen. Bryant's not available right now. Daphne, is he off for the day, do you think? Or is he gone for the week, or do we know?
I actually spoke with him, and he is in a meeting.
Okay, so let's try to get Bryant on tomorrow with you, Terry, okay?
Okay.
It's worth the wait. because I don't think we have any chance of that getting cold tonight. So hang on, and we'll figure it out. What would your guess be, Mark? Let's see.
When it gets cold.
Some short.
About 1 minute till get found fast, K&H, and K&H home windows and doors.
Tax Chat by EY. Get your tax
I think the easiest thing was just to disable it altogether.
I thought you gave the best answer. When Tom said what stops it, he said,
Go to Florida.
when it gets warm.
No. No, I think they can disable them altogether.
The rest of the highway drive around the metro area in good shape. Just some volume flowing on 270 headed into Commerce City. And off freeway, a crash in Littleton at Broadway and Mineral is still in the cleanup stages. Your forecast for today, partly cloudy, a chance for some scattered thunderstorms this afternoon. Cool off to the upper 50s.
Hey, Dad, if you want to get
And then tomorrow for your Tuesday, mostly sunny.
back on
In the mid-80s.
hormone, I'll be
It's
half
79
time.
right now in Denver.
I'll let her know. She's on the phone right now.
I'm Janine
We're
Lowe,
going for it
630 KL.
The tax deadline is
All right, here you go. Get found fast and K&H home window.
prepare and file your taxes for you, all without paper documents or complicated tax software. Get a free no-obligation quote right now at tax.chat. Download the Tax Chat app or call 1-833-TAX-CHAT.
GetFoundFast.com. That's the name of the company that can analyze your website. And when you're in business right now, a website is sometimes the most critical point of customer contact, especially now. And it will be for some time to come. So know how your website performs free of charge from GetFoundFast.com. If you want to have their services to tweak your website, that's your choice, but they will tell you if anything is wrong with it and how the search engines see it. GetFoundFast.com. All right, you heard people inquire about Windows, and you heard me say, go to K&H Home Solutions. I don't think she would have had that trouble if she went to khwindows.com to make her own appointment. You know, if you want windows, they're going to make sure that you get the best windows in the business, custom fit, and they are energy efficient. And right now, you're getting 25% off windows, siding, and doors. That's this month only, 303-421-7100. You can make your own appointment at khwindows.com. And by the way, the siding is truly the best siding anywhere. I mean, if K&H stopped selling it, I would still have to say it's the best siding because it is, and that is Everlast siding. Colors through and through, and it's totally waterproof. That's KH Home Solutions. You get 25% off window siding and doors, 303-421-7100. Make your own appointment at khwindows.com.
Right. Affording your medicines shouldn't be stressful. Introducing the Medicine Assistance Tool.
Okay, let me see that. Oh, that was a Chromebook, you jerk. Okay, let me go to Micro Center. I'm so pissed. Because you know what? I think it happens often enough that we can go. You know what I'm saying? We can put that on and figure it out. Don't you think?
Well, this goes one more thing out of the chain.
Don't miss out on some of the all-time lowest interest rates. You can still buy or refi with Ideal Home Loans, safely, remotely, securely, locally owned and operated. I'm consumer advocate Tom Martino, and I don't take my recommendations lightly. Brent Ivinson started Ideal
These jerks.
20 years ago, and he's more committed than ever to doing loans at the lowest rates and costs in the market because he controls the entire process and loans his own money. As a direct mortgage lender, he has a streamlined
I want the
process
cheapest
that
piece of garbage you can find.
And on the phone.
Yeah, now there's nothing's close. Yeah, no wonder somebody bought it, you piece of garbage.
Brent urges you to shop for your loan. He simply wants a shot at your business because he knows he can make you a better deal.
Chromebook, nope.
On your part is a phone call. 303-867.
So these Chromebooks are not even, they're not even computers, are they?
Well, yeah, well, I think you can do stuff on them and stuff.
Hey there, Dan Cicchini, owner of Done Right Kitchens and Baths, Windows and Doors. There's absolutely no reason why...
Come on, they used to have the cheapest laptops. You can't find them cheap anymore. Why is that?
Of course, Dad. With our unique cabinet resurfacing, they'll get that beautiful...
How about open box, you little bastards?
Expensive replacement, and in a shorter time, too.
Boy, you've got that right, Todd. But if an all-new kitchen is on...
Craigslist has some.
First rate all the way.
Yeah, that's what I want, Craigslist.
Special room, the bath. What about that? Well, hey, turning leaky mold...
Here's a Dell Latitude refurbished 14-inch for $199.
Where?
Where's this at?
Craigslist? I'm not going to Craigslist.
No, not Craigslist. at Mark? I never heard of him.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Okay, Tom, so folks, give us a call and see what our family can do for your family. Kitchens,
Our Chromebook's definitely not.
Replacement windows and doors. You have our word, we'll treat you right at done right. 303-722-2295, 800-362-8370, or drhi.com.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company helps you customize your home.
That computer that I had set aside was one of the best.
Unlike things you
That what the specs on it for the price.
A Wi-Fi connected vacuum that uploads stuff funny
Screw
to the
you
cloud
guys.
for real-time optimization. Whatever that means.
There's one for 1950, 1950. No, just as long as it's under 2,000?
Oh yeah, that's good. That's what I'm going to get. Yeah. Right.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Hello, I'm a famous rock star. You're too kind. Anyway, I'm just a regular guy. I love my family, and I love my sketches. Looks like Sketches is getting some love too. They've got slip-ons, flexible knits, and so many ultra-comfortable.
In about 30 seconds.
Exclusive air-cooled memory foam. Yeah, when it comes to comfort and style at a great price, absolutely.
So laptops have gone back up again.
Well, I think there are ones with a higher, like the i7s and chips.
10 seconds. Finish strong.
Dan Countless in the afternoon.
Getting 630 K-House from iHeartRadio.
Denver's talk station. Available on over 2,000 devices.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK. 303-713-8255. All right. Tom's got comments on vinyl windows and French doors and all kinds of stuff. Go ahead, Tom. Tom, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Hey, I'll be quick. Regarding the gentleman with the vinyl windows at the HOA, I think a lot of this falls on the company itself, the window company, because they know full well that these were going to be installed in an HOA, and there should be a protocol, watching over their salespeople to make sure that check boxes, that this goes.
Oh, I totally agree with you. But here's what I'm saying, Tom. If push comes to shove, I mean, really, they don't have that a contractual obligation. You might think, well, it's nice if they do and they should, but I think if he tried to sue them for the cost of windows, say 10 or 15 grand, do you really think that they're just going to cave because you think a judge is going to say, oh, yeah, you should have to pay?
Well, that I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard, man. I agree with you, by the way. I agree with you that it's common sense that they would want to get it approved. But
2020, it's not like this is the first time something like this has come up.
I'll bet
that's
you.
That's why I'm saying it should be on the
listen, you're not going to. You won't get an argument with me. I don't know, man. I just think it's a terrible situation, and this guy, I don't know. It's just terrible. So it's going to have to right now. He's going to have to figure out what to do about it. What would you do about it? I mean, what would you do, Daniel? Would you expect them to check, or Mark? What would you do?
Myself.
Would you? I would have. I think I would have checked with the place. I would have checked with them.
I would have made sure everything was good before they were installed, personally, with the HOA. But that's because I've had issues with an HOA years ago, and I learned the lesson the hard way.
Yep, that's a problem. 303-713-TALK. We have time for a few seconds here. Wait, Tom, you had a comment on the French door, by the way. What were you going to say about the French door? If you're still there, Tom?
I'm here.
Yeah, what were you going to say about the French door?
Well, again, this is another HOA issue. I think the woman should read her bylaws, her CC&Rs, all that happy stuff, because any type of change to the exterior of the building needs to go through an architectural review. And it's the same issue with the, she's going to have to provide a cut sheet on the product, just like should have been provided by the window company. And then it needs to be authorized. And if she goes ahead and does it, they can make her yank those out. It's just like a building permit, Tom.
Yeah.
You know, you put a second story on your roof, on your house, without a permit, the inspector can come by and say, tear that off, even if it's all right.
No, I know. You're asking for trouble. There's no doubt about it. You're asking for trouble. 3037. Thank you. It's common sense, but, you know, people, I wouldn't depend on a contractor to do it. Now, if a contractor wants to do it, I would demand a letter from the HOA saying it's okay. That's the only way I would do it, because even if they say they're going to do it, you know, I'm sure K&H can take care of all of that, K&H Home Solutions. But I would still want those people can't come back after me and say, oh no, you know, you can't do that. That would bother me. Hey, Mark, I want to ask you a question. Looking at these little cheap laptops, a Chromebook is not a laptop, even if it's running Windows.
No, it's a laptop. A Chromebook is generally running, always running, not Windows. It's running a different operating system by Google.
Okay.
Yeah, don't do that. That's why those are so cheap, because there's no licensing through Microsoft.
No, I understand. But, you know, it's funny because they call them laptops. You have to look some...
Well, they are laptops. A laptop is just, it's a laptop. It has nothing to do with the OS. Technically, your MacBook is a laptop.
No, I understand that. Right. But if it's running Windows 10, this is running Windows 10, and it's a Chromebook.
Send me over the link of it.
Yeah, I will, because this one is weird.
How much is it?
It's $286, but it's running Windows, so it calls it a Chromebook C340, but it's running that weird Celeron processor, and it's called a Chromebook. And I thought that Chromebooks did not run Windows.
Well, maybe some of them do. At that price point, it could.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, 303-713-TALK. Do you have a problem, question, or complaint? Well, we're out of time, actually, probably. So that unemployment issue, by the way, we have helped people nearly $2,000 worth of stuff. Philip took care of it. This guy, Phil Spessart, over at the Division of Unemployment, has done so much to help our listeners and to help his own department, because it keeps people from clogging up the lines for small issues. And we have him on weekly, and we'll have him on weekly, and we'll continue to have him on. And then also we have someone, of course, Larson Tax Relief can help us with IRS issues. And we also do have a contact at IRS that can help us. So I'm hoping you spread the word that if people need help, you know, pandemic or non-pandemic related, give us a call at 303-MARTINO 24/7. We'll be happy to help. That's 303-627-8466. That's 303-MARTINO. Remember, save all your problems for me.
All right, you're clear.
Tom Martino.
Yeah. Did you call me? Huh?
Thanks, man.
What's going on my phone? Is it working?